We deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iron. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
Our history sets us on our path. From the moment we're born, we begin our walk through life. We learn so we can discover. We find our passion and develop our skills. We build relationships. We start thinking about what we're going to leave behind to those we love. Let our legacy help shape yours. First International Bank and Trust. No matter your place in life, we can help you live first.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on, Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Francisco's going to cut free. He's over the 30. Gets the puck. Here comes free. He fires. He scores. Same play. Conklin with the slam on Jam. Well, you hear the band pumping in here tonight on a special night for Minot High Magician and Magette basketball. Not only do we celebrate Coach Walhog here tonight, we also have the 16th street rivalry that has the Magi and the Sentinels on the card, brought to you by Minot State University. Welcome in, basketball fans, to our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Valvoline Instant Oil Change locations in Minot and Bismarck. It's a 15-minute drive-through oil change. You can't beat it at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. I'm Nick Holberg, tonight joined by my good friend and broadcast partner, Mr. Bryce Gutknecht, on the call. Bryce, it feels like quite a while since I've seen you. It's nice to be reunited tonight. We even matched without knowing that we were going to do that. And, of course, we're in store for this rivalry that is Minot High and Minot North. It's brand new. We're only one game into it. There's a heavy favorite in both tonight, and that's the team wearing maroon and gold. However, we know that these crosstown rivalries don't always turn out the way that you think they might. What is that about these matchups with crosstown rivals and kids that you grew up with that now you compete against in these showdowns?
Compete is the right word. Just the atmosphere is going to add to this. I don't know how far I parked away, Nick. You might have to give me a ride in my vehicle out in the parking lot out there. There's a buzz around here. Like you said, a lot of these kids grew up around each other, played a lot of these organized sports, played a lot of hoops together, a lot of good relationships. Kind of throw that out, though, my friend, when you're on the court. It's the competitiveness. You're going to be super competitive out there. It's going to be a fun night. It's pink night. The band's here. It's jammed in here. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, no worries about me giving you the lift because I am parked illegally out back, but the license plate says PSP. If they need me to move it, I'll just throw somebody the keys because we're here and set up for the doubleheader tonight. Should be a fun night of high school hoops on the PSP network. Let's dive into the first one, the girls matchup. Jason Schwartz and his Majestic are sitting at 17-1 on the year, 13-1 inside of the WDA. They're ranked number 1 inside of the state of North Dakota right now. This is a Magenta team that is a powerhouse. They're a buzzsaw. They're going to drive the nail in whenever they can into the coffin each and every night, it seems. What is it about Minot High girls basketball that makes them so special?
Well, we got to start with Lily Bell, what she's bringing to the table every night. North of 27 points per game. It's inside, it's outside. She's got the whole arsenal. Hats off to Coach Schwartz this year. You deal with the injuries that they have. You got to find different ways to win, Nick. He's done a really good job with the rotation and figuring some things out. Going to go a long way come tournament time.
On the other side, Justin Lauf in year number 1 of the program. His Sentinels have gone 5-13 overall. They're 3-11 inside the conference. And for a startup, quote-unquote, team that's had to take some lumps, they have some nice pieces, and this can be a team that can be scary at times with a young lady like Ellie Laskowski, the freshman that averages 21 points per game.
Ellie Laskowski loves PSP, Nick. I've seen her in person score north of 30 points a game 3 times. She's the ultimate go-getter out there. She can get a bucket inside and out. Gets to the foul line. She averages north of 21 points per game. Really good balance attack. Other pieces like Williamson and Kelly. Wellstead shoots it well from the 3, and Roram always brings it on the defensive end.
2-3 in their last 5, 3-7 in their last 10. A 1-game win streak for Minot North coming in. The Magenta on the other side, well, they're 5-0 in their last 5. They've won 6 straight. And they're 9-1 in their last 10. Their one loss came to Mandan here on this floor earlier on this year. What does that mean for the standings? Well, let's take a look at them inside of the WDA and the EDC. Minot's number 1 at 16-1 overall, according to this graphic. 17-1 on the year. Where they stand inside of conference play is 13-1. That's the number that really matters heading towards the WDA tournament in just a few short weeks. Mandan at number 2, still nipping at the heels of Minot High School. Legacy's at number 3. St. Mary's is at 4. Century at 5. Bismarck High at 6. And when you look at this, Bryce, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are pretty much all in the hunt. They're kind of packed together, 1, 2, and 3, and then 4, 5, and 6 jockeying. And Williston's not far behind. Jamestown North and Dickinson kind of on the bubble right there. Then out east, you look at West Fargo Horace. Guess what? They're the real deal too. 17-1 on the year, unbeaten in the conference. Red River's at 11-2, so is Davies. There's power on both sides of the state. Most would say that the West region has most of that power. However, there's some pretty good basketball teams and some high-level players inside of North Dakota.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a little shake-up on the west side last night as Century knocked off Legacy. Tremendous effort by the Patriots last night in that one. On the east side, I talk about him a lot. Our fellow worker, Owen Patterson, and I, West Fargo Horace, they're the real deal. Remember the name, Lakin Donnelly. She's going to be on full display come tournament time. She's the real deal.
Yeah, all year long, it's been Minot with the number 1 vote as we look at the poll brought to you by Jerome's Collision Center. And all year long, it seems like Minot High on the girls' side has been number 1 almost unanimously. That gap is starting to close according to the media. 10 first place votes for the Magents, 8 now for Horace in the 18 votes of the 18 votes that have been captured this last week. And you look at where they stand, Legacy dropping to Century, who wasn't receiving any votes. Mandan still in the top 5. Davies right there as well. Any shock to you on where they stand this week according to the media?
Like I said, that maybe a little shock last night, a little shock factor with Legacy falling. But that Century team, very good, very balanced attack. I've been very impressed with Mandan lately, really finding some offense, playing extremely well. Don't forget about Fargo Davies, though. Passanante, you got really good guard play with the Eagles as well.
They are solid, and it's going to be fun coming down the stretch. Well, more of our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show to roll on. There's Miss Maggie Fricky. She's signed to play for the Fighting Hawks this week for North Dakota. Congratulations, Maggie. That's great news. The junior for Minot High, one of the all-time greats for the Magents. She's in a knee brace for the rest of this year, unfortunately, but great news to see that the green and white have picked up one of the West Region's top players of all time.
We love talking about it. We love seeing it. It means so much to us as just commentators too, Nick, to see her. We know the grind that she's went through, the ups and the downs of her career. For her to cement that, get her letters to commit to UND, stay around local, it means, yeah, we're so excited for her. And we're going to be excited to see her, you know, as she goes through her rehab and comes back. She's going to come back better, Nick.
Yeah, she certainly will. Well, the Minot High Band continues to entertain us here at Magic City Campus Gymnasium. We are just ahead of the opening tap here tonight, the starting lineups. We have plenty more to come on our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show when we come back. We'll look at the top producers in the state. We'll also key in on a couple players to watch in this showdown. It's the Minot North Sentinels, the Minot High Majets. This game and matchup on the doubleheader brought to you by Minot State University here this evening. Plenty more to come on our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. It all happens next here on the PSP Network.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Being in business for over 25 years, we've learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
'16th Street rivalry, second game ever in it. Minot High holds the all-time record at 1-0. They matched up earlier on this year with the Minot North Sentinels, and when they did, they won 83-28. It was a beatdown at the hands of the #1 ranked team inside of North Dakota. Welcome back into our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, locations in Minot and Bismarck. It's a 15-minute drive-through oil change. You can't beat it at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Find out more online, VIOC.com. Nick HULBERG alongside of Mr. Bryce Gutnick for the pregame here tonight as we carry on and get closer and closer towards the opening tap here tonight. Let's take a look at the top producers inside of the WDA for girls high school basketball. And no surprise here, Lily Bell is still at the top of the ladder inside. Top of the ladder inside of the WDA, 27.3 points per game for Lily. But guess who? Ellie Laskowski, #2 in the conference. They match up and go head-to-head here tonight. Laskowski sitting at 21.1 on the season. Marley Falcon with 18.6 from Legacy. Mester with 17.1 from St. Mary's. How about Falkley the other night? Did you see the number of points she put down?
I got a text. They said, are these numbers real? 47 for Felkley, breaking her own record. What a night for her.
Ostrom from Williston, 16.7 points per game. Abby Prowse from Dickinson, she can fire it for three. She's got 16.3. Benning from St. Mary's with 15.9. Zoe Austin from Century with 14.3. And then McKenna Johnson, sitting on 13.8 per game. When you have Lily Bell and you've got a supporting cast of three-point shooters, it's almost impossible to contain Minot High with that double-headed monster, isn't it?
Yeah, you're basically picking your poison, Nick. Lily has such a good feel for the game when it's kind of time for her to take over and go about her business. And then the other thing she does so well, she knows when to get her teammates involved, she gets them so many open shots. We're going to see that tonight in this one.
Time to take a look at a couple players to watch here. Players to watch brought to you by the UPS store located on South Broadway in the Magic City for all your packing and shipping needs. Starting with the Jets. How about Everett Deshaw? 6.4 points per game. She's hit 16 three-pointers on the season. She's good defensively as well. 21 steals on her campaign. I picked and highlighted her tonight because it's one of those role players for Minot High that it seems like on the nights that maybe Knutson isn't shooting as well as she sometimes does, it seems like there's a young lady like Everett Deshaw right there to fire away from Minot High School. She really is a factor for the Magents.
And one of the best defenders, on-ball defenders in the West region. She really brings it defensively for the Magents. She understands her role as well, having to elevate her game with the injuries that the Magents have sustained throughout the season.
Yeah, she's only a freshman too, by the way. Have her on your radar. On the other side, it's Ellie Laskowski. She's also a freshman, but boy, is she lighting it up, leading the pack for Minot North. 21.1 points per game, 31 three-pointers, 128 rebounds. Is there a number that stands off the paper for you? They're all pretty impressive, really, aren't they?
Yeah, north of 21 points a game. I mean, I've seen her a lot. I've seen her put up 36. I've seen her put up 30, 35. Another girl, when I was talking about Lily and her ability to get her teammates involved and kind of knowing when it's time to take over and go get a bucket, she's learning to do that, just a freshman. We're going to have eyes on her, Nick, for seasons to come here.
Yeah, she really is fantastic. She's got a big test tonight against Minot High School, and that young lady, Lily Bell, right there. I would have to guess that the two bigs on both sides probably will have quite a bit of matchup here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. It's when we're talking about the defensive assignment on Lily Bell, it's a team defense mentality. Maybe her and Ellie go at it a few times here. The top two producers in the West region.
Yeah, it should be a fun one here tonight. Time to take a look at our keys to the game. They're brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. No other choice to seal your heating and air game. The Northern Plains Heating and Air. You can find them in Bismarck and the surrounding area. Northern Plains Heating and Air. Give Dylan a call today, 222-2155. And when you do, make sure to give him a call and let him know that you want your furnace to be performing at the top of its game. For Minot High here tonight, protect your home floor. No letdowns for them. You can't overlook a team that's number 9 in the conference when you're number 1. And on the other side for Minot North, the Sentinels, easy buckets have to be the name of the game. You want to break those down for us, partner?
Yeah, on the Minot North side, anything you can do to get out and transition, try and run. Got to get some easy buckets here. But also, I think that the biggest key for North is you need a game in about the 40s and the 50s. When you're starting to get in the 70s and the 80s with that pace with Minot High, though, it's really hard to keep up with the Magets. On the Majet side, hey, you're in your home court, rivalry game. We are a packed house. The band's here. It's pink night. You know, like you said, take care of your business. You know you're the favorite. Get Lily going. That really seems to open up everything on the court for the Magents.
Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. No other choice to seal your heating and air game. The Northern Plains Heating and Air. Give Dylan a call today at 222-2155 and make sure your furnace is performing at the top of its game. Well, let's go down to Andy Latch, the voice of the Magents. Here's Andy.
He has been undergoing treatment since June, which thankfully have been effective. Coach Walhog and his wife, Arlene, have 2 children who both reside in Nebraska. Their daughter, Laura, and her husband, Chad, have 2 children, Oliver and Olivia, and their son, Scott, has 1 daughter, Lily. Coach Walhog started coaching and teaching at Tully High School in 1972. In 1976, he joined Surrey High School. From there, he took his coaching career to the next level and headed to Minot State University and coached the Beavers for 19 years. Since 2017, he has been with the Majets. Coach Walhog has had a significant impact on his players by installing discipline, teamwork, and a strong work ethic. His dedication and passion for the game does not go unnoticed. Coach Walhog has coached over 2,000 games in his career. Coach Walhog's family is very thankful and appreciative of how the basketball community has embraced and rallied around him. Thank you all for the support as he continues his journey. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Coach Gary Walhog. And now we ask that you please stand if you're able. Gentlemen, remove your hats. As the Minot High Pep Band, under the direction of Mr. Evan Myers, performs our national anthem.
God bless our servicemen and women. God bless our veterans. God bless America. Beautiful rendition of our nation's national anthem. If those band members could just be at every sporting event we are at, wouldn't it just make life that much better, Bryce?
I think all our broadcasters know how much I love it. I don't even need to say how much I love it when the band's here. We're in store for some good hoops tonight.
Should be a fun one. Well, when we come back, we'll have the opening tap. Sentinels from Minot North, the Majets from Minot High rumble next here on the PSP Network.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Oh, there's an electricity and a lather in here tonight, boy. Get ready. Minot North, Minot High, brought to you by Minot State University. The band is cranking. It is loud in here tonight, no question about it. Nick HULBERG alongside of Bryce GUTKNECHT on the call for the showdown as we get set and ready for Minot High School against Minot North in the second ever matchup between the two schools. This time it's at Magic City Campus's gymnasium here in the Magic City. Nick HULBERG, Bryce GUTKNECHT again on the call. Partner, there's nothing like Saturday night hoops inside the WDA, is there?
Yeah, this is electric, Nick. No need for a T-shirt cannon there. As you've seen the Majets come out, the starters throwing T-shirts into the crowd. The people are continuing to file in here by the bunches. We're going to be at max capacity here at Magic City Gymnasium.
Andrew Goodmanson at 7-1 Realty brings you the opening tap tonight. Minot High is in white. Sentinels are in their darks, and it's Ellie Liskowski that wins the opening tip here tonight, and we are officially underway for Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Minot North with the basketball to start things off. They work it around the horn. This is a deep three coming from Williamson. Bang, bang, boom. Nice start to Ashley Williamson, 24th three of the year.
That's what Williamson can do. Huge start for North there. Good sign for Coach Lau. Williamson with a knockdown three.
Knutson up top, inside to Lily Bell. Little step back jump shot rolled in, then out for Lily Liskowski, away with the rebound. Talked about her rebounding number in the pregame here tonight, that she has been dynamite on the glass, approaching 130 rebounds in her freshman campaign. You know, it's interesting, Bryce, when you have somebody in the first year of the program that's number 2 in the conference and lighting up every statistical category that there is in WDA girls hoops, she's really going to set that bar high. There's Knutson from downtown. Three-pointer, her 33rd three of the year.
Nice start for Knutson. Shoots it so well for Minot High. Got to pay a lot of attention to number 3 if you're if you're Minot North.
Over in the corner, Liskowski. Hello, Liskowski's off and rolling. Minot North leads 6-3 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
You were talking about Liskowski. She fills it up on all assets of the game, Nick, on the stat sheet.
Can Knutson get another one? Yes, she can. Knutson from downtown.
I saw her shooting in Nick in warm-ups. They were barely even hitting the rim. She looked ready to go, and it's showing here in these first couple minutes.
Well, she's going to have a tank away now as well. I brought up Knutson in the pregame show and talking about Everett DeShaw. Knutson's been just a little bit off maybe compared to what we've seen out of her on the year. That certainly isn't the case here tonight. She's a gamer. She's looking for a hat trick of threes. That one rims in, then out. There's Haberly. Now Bell underneath, and Lely's got her first 2 points of the game.
Couple offensive rebounds there for Minot High. The put back for Lely, but once again, another wide open look for Eve Knutson. She's 2 for 3 to start the ball game.
Basketball is controlled by both teams. There's going to be a jump ball and a timeout called by Minot North. We do apologize. We see our score bar is not working. We'll get that fixed in just a moment. Minot North trailing Minot High 8-6 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Tonight's game on the PSP Network, proudly brought to you by Minot State University. Be seen, be heard, be you. More than 96% of recent college grads are either employed or continuing their education at Minot State University. MSU grads get jobs, period. They bring you the 16th Street Showdown as the shot comes up. It's off the mark here. Now the Majets run the floor with it. Here's Barch underneath the rack. Waits, stops and pops, puts it up and in. And Kinley Barch has her first 2 of the game. The Majets lead 10-6.
Great leak out there by Barge, getting out in transition. An easy one for the Majets.
Basketball controlled here by Minot North. They work it around up top. Ball's going to be taken over to Laskowski on the far side. Out of play it goes. And we'll have a stop of the play. Well, the atmosphere in here certainly is strong tonight, isn't it, Bryce?
Yeah, like I said, they're still piling in, Nick. It's early. We still got the boys after this one, and we're in for a fun night.
Basketball controlled here by Minot High now as Everett Deshaw brings it up the court. Deshaw right to the rack, slashing and dashing. Lely's got the rebound. Step back on the jump shot, but there's a foul called down on the floor. It's on Francis. First on the Sentinels here tonight. First on Francis, first on the team. 10-6, Minot leads on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Again, we do apologize. We know that we've got a scoring issue on our screen. We're working to get that fixed for you folks. Here's Lely Bell, rebound, put back too strong. Ball's taken away by Minot North, and Kinsey Wellstead has it here. Wellstead delivers it off, sends it over to the near side. Work back away to Francis, around the horn. Wellstead down to the corner, off to Rora, back to Wellstead, thought about it. Now Wellstead goes up top to Laskowski. Nice motion here. Oh, Lely Bell says, I don't think so. The block from Lely. We'll take another look back at this one on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. We do apologize. No, we won't.
Really good ball movement by North on that possession. I like Laskowski going downhill, but Lely said not on this one.
Worked around here by North with possession. Jump shot from deep. Off the mark. Put back for Bryn Francis. Her first 2 points of the game. 10-8, Minot High's got the lead.
Way to elevate. Nice rebound there. The offensive glass by Bryn Francis. Her first basket of the ball game.
Work back up top over to Knutson. Can she get number 3 in the ball game? That time she can. Barely even touch the rim. She's got 9 of the 13 from Minot High School.
She's 3 of 4 from downtown. Now a steal by Knutson.
This time the layup with the left hand for Eve is good. 11 for Knutson. Minot High's got a 15-8 lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
And this is the pace that Minot High wants, that full court pressure, try and turn you over. Really effective here in these first 5 minutes.
That shot's off the mark. Lely Bell's down with the rebound, and here comes Lely with it. Back across the Magi stamp at midcourt. Lely over to Knutson in the corner. Knutson, nothing but nets. Hello. Eves having herself a night for Minot High School. She is on fire from three-land, and the Majettes have mounted up an 18-8 lead, a 10 spot for Minot High School.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
While we do apologize, we know that the scoring bot is giving us some issues here tonight at Minot High. It is 18-8 Majettes on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. BNC.bank, locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Find them online, bnc.bank. Nick Hulberg, Bryce GUTKNECHT on the call here tonight from the Magic City Campus Gymnasium.
Good hands by Lely and a steal.
Here's Root up top. Lely Bell way downtown. Oh, they're stroking it tonight. Lely's got another 3. That's the 5th made 3 in the ball game for Minot High, and the lead's big now at 21-8.
We're only 6 minutes in, and like you said, 5 made 3s for the Majets already.
Worked around the horn here by Minot North. They've got possession once again. Laskowski thought about it. Jump shots off the mark. Laskowski's got it here. Turnaround jump shot. She had Lely in her face. Laskowski's got 5. Nice patience in the lane.
Yeah, really good awareness of where she was. Get that right back on the rim. Don't give Lely a shot to swat that one away. Great job by Ellie.
Jump shot from Lely Bell. Her range is everywhere on this side of the half-court line.
And we've seen it all. We've seen it from downtown, in the middle. Now she almost comes up with a steal.
Adderley and Barch back in for the Jets.
Once again, we do apologize for the scoring issue here at Minot High School. See if we can get that fixed for you here today. Working on it right now. Again, Minot High's got a 23-10 lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Barch with the basketball. Works it back to Root. Back away it comes in the corner for Knutson. Taking around the horn, deep 3 on its way. CC Stevick from downtown. Stevick's 3-pointer gives Minot High a 26-10 lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Sentinels have possession now. Katie Nelson with the basketball. That was CC Stevick from downtown, and another 3-pointer. Minot High's got themselves 26-10 lead. Timeout brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. Minot High rolling early tonight. Point lead for Minot High on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 26-10. Majets have the lead. Nicole Berg, Bryce Gutnick on the call. We promise you we're working on getting that scoring issue fixed for you fans. I know the technology, that thing works every single time here at Minot High. For some reason, there's a full moon tonight, Bryce. So thanks for your patience as you watch here tonight. Minot North's got possession on the takeaway. That's Grayson Roram that's got it. She moves it off ahead. Right to the rack when Bryn Francis. She's denied on the play, and now Laskowski with the block over the corner on the pass attempt, and here comes Sydney Aberley out with it. Aberley off to Barch. Now Barch goes into the paint with the left hand, came back down to Aberley, too strong. Run and gun, Laskowski's got it here, and Ellie Laskowski will take it off the wing on the dribble. Sends it back away into the hands of Katie Nelson. Upstairs to Roram. When Minot High shoots the way they do, Bryce, they're tough to compete with no matter what. You have to guard Lely inside, but when Lely's just pulling up and hitting from everywhere, and you've got girls like CC Stevick, the 8th grader, hitting for 3 as well, it makes it pretty tough to contain, doesn't it?
Yeah, really nice by CC Stevick coming into the ballgame, getting involved. The girl who's getting a lot more minutes for the Majets as the season goes along.
It's always fun to see at tournament time who comes out of the woodwork, if you will, as far as who gets time at tournament time. Some of those emerging players. Cece's got it again. Trying to throw it up to Ariana Rude. Now it's taken back away by the Sentinels. Roram has it here. Roram moves it back away. Now to Laskowski. Skip pass underneath the bucket. On the floor with it goes Barch, and Barch will have a stop here. 16-point lead for Minot High. Timeout on the court. The Jets 26, Sentinels 10. First International Bank and Trust timeout.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Tonight's game on the PSP Network proudly brought to you by our friends at Planet Pizza. Planet Pizza proudly serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Planet Pizza. Well, Bryce, you've got the magic touch, my friend.
Right. Got my steps in too, friend.
Yeah, thank you for going down and doing that. We do apologize again. Thanks for your patience.
Anything for our viewers.
Well, a little short-handed tonight here, too, with the District 6 tournament happening right across town at the auditorium. District championship round tonight. TGU against Berthold for the district title. That girls basketball tournament's been pretty entertaining the last few days, hasn't it?
Yeah, I spent the last couple days there. Some good basketball, really competitive, close games.
Deep three from Minot High off the mark. That one missed for Camden Vardy. Ball's going to end up on a play. By the way, PSP Network proud to bring you a swarm of tournaments coming your way. That district girls basketball tournament happening now. WDA basketball right around the corner. WDA hockey starting next week. Head to psp.network and pick up your premier pass. That pass will go off sale. And that $55 rate won't be there for much longer. You're going to want to get those passes now. $55 gets you every single game of every tournament we're doing, Bryce. And we want you at the tournaments, but if you can't make it, I'm telling you, the savings of gas, and the trip to Space Aliens, and the hotel room, and the cotton candy at the gym. Of course, we want you at all those tournaments. The atmosphere needs it, but if you can't make it, PSP Network has you covered. Our mission of promoting local athletes, and just so everybody knows, there's a paywall on it because we're being charged to be there. There's Barch from downtown. Kinley's got her first three of the ball game. She's got 5. And Minot's got themselves a 19-point lead.
It's already 7 threes, and Kinley Barch is the 4th one to make a 3 in the ball game.
Lily Bell right to the rack, puts it up and in. And again, Lily with a quiet 9 already in the ball game.
Yeah, you've seen it. It's inside, outside. Now a steal again for the Jets.
Here comes Lily Bell with the basketball. Lily to the right, just pulls up. That one's off the mark, comes back away here from Avon Kelly on the rebound. Now Williamson will run it up the floor. Taken away, Camden Vardy. She'll go coast to coast with it. Vardy waits. Oh, she's blocked on the play by Roram.
Really good head fake there, but kind of just better defense. Great recovery by Roram.
Williamson steps back, drops it in from downtown.
Third made 3 for the Sentinels. Williamson has 6 points in the ball game.
Basketball handled here by Barch up top, 31-13. We do apologize. We're not sure what's going on with that scoreboard tonight. Again, we do apologize. Here's Bell from downtown. Off the mark, comes back away now. Here to Kelly. She'll run it forward, up into the hands of Grace Roram. Right to the charity stripe. Wellstead, swish.
I like that decision there. You saw Roram. Bell was tracking her down, going for the block. She kicks it over to Wellstead for a nice jump shot.
Basketball handled here by Minot High. Up top now it comes here to Barch. She's got possession of it, sends it over down to Varney. Bounces it inside. Nice give and go there. Lily Bell was denied on the play. Comes back up to Barch. Shot clock's down to 3. Barch, swoosh. Back-to-back threes for Barch.
She's up to 8 points in the game. Everything clicking here in this first half for the Majettes offensively.
Basketball taken here by Aberley. 4:48 to play. First half. Minot High 34. Minot North 15. Lely off the front of the rim. Everett Deshawn tracks down the rebound. Comes back away now here to Aberley. Sent it outside. Vardy downtown. No. Ball's going to be pushed away to the far sideline, and out of play it goes. It's touched there by Everett Deshawn last.
Clark and Nelson in for Essentials. Knudsen. Rude.
4:29 to play in the first half on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. If you're Minot North right now, what's your game plan here?
Take these next few minutes, have an idea where you want that lead. You're going to be trailing at the half unless something really weird's happened. Take it in spurts. Try and get it down to about 15, maybe cut it to 12 before the half.
That shot's off the mark. Race forward over in the corner. Ball's on a play. Who gets the possession here will be Minot North basketball.
Going to stay with North. Yep.
WDA tournament right around the corner. We'll have wall-to-wall coverage on the PSP network every single game of that tournament, all 22 of them. That's really kind of the granddaddy in my mind. That's the best tournament in the States. I like that more than Super Double A even, Bryce. I'm telling you, the event center really is a madhouse for 3 days in a row.
Oh, it's just great, being in there and going between both gyms. It's the atmosphere is just electric.
Skowski at the Serve Pro free throw line. First trip to the line for anybody tonight. To the freshman shooting it at 72% is good on the first 2 of the ball game.
Yeah, we just have a total of 2 fouls in the game, Nick. Pretty clean first half by both teams.
Ariana Rude back up top. Cece Stevick got it over here to Knudsen. Now, not Knudsen, make that Barch rather. She puts it up and in, and Barch drops it home. 4th field goal of the ball game, and Barch has 10.
See that, the patience, finishing with the offhand, the left hand off the spin. Barch really good here offensively for the Majettes in this first half.
Gets the old-fashioned three-point play. She shoots it well from the stripe as well, Bryce. 68% for her on the season. One of the top field goal shooters inside of the conference at 43% overall from the field. How top? Well, it's good enough for the #1 spot inside the WDA.
Another girl, we've talked about the injuries, who really has elevated her game these last few months, last couple months, that is, for the Majettes.
37-17. Minot High's got the lead with 3:27 left in the first half. Barch from downtown. Bingo.
Just kind of said, no one's going to come out and guard me. She's out there on the 3-4 line. Cast up another one. That's her 3rd made 3 of this first half.
Sentinels with possession. They work it around over to the far corner. It comes down for Addison Clark. Taken here by Ariana Rude. Rude will carry it up across the timeline. Rude moves it over to Barch. She's on the drive to the elbow, left side. Throws up the shot, but she's fouled on the play. 2 shots coming as Liskowski's going to be charged with the foul.
I like that part of her game too, Kinley Barch. She doesn't settle there. Could easily maybe took a contested 3 there. Elects to drive the lane, gets the foul. Going to be rewarded with a couple Serve Pro free throw attempts.
Barch is good from the line again. 2 for 2 now in the ball game. 5'8" sophomore from Minot High School, averaging just shy of 10 points per game. That's the scary thing about Minot High when you look at the lineup. The senior that was in the mix for Minot High as Barch gets both was Carew Lamore. She got injured earlier this year. She's done for the campaign. Sydney Aberley's the only other senior in the lineup for Minot High that not only gets time, but just in the lineup in general for Minot High School. And you know that the Magets are trying to continue to build this dynasty that has been, but they've been shut out at the state tournament for the last 2 years.
And another, it's the youth movement that's taken over basically every class of basketball in the state of North Dakota. Great young core here for the Magets.
Barch is feeling it. She is officially on fire. 45-17. Minot High's got the lead with 2:07 to play here in half number 1. When you shoot the ball like this, Bryce, I'm telling you right now, how can you be stopped?
I don't have an answer, Nick. And right now the Sentinels don't either. Already double-digit threes in the ball game for Minot High. We still got 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Around the horn it comes here. Laskowski's got it at the top of the key. Guarded by Root. Laskowski moving down to the left side. Shot clock's down to 9. Basketball comes back into the hands here of Addison Clark. Back away down to Wellstead, and Wellstead has a handle on it. Here's the jump shot. That one fired away, but there is a shot clock violation on the play here, Bryce. So Minot High gets the ball back with 96 seconds to play the first half. They lead 45-17.
How about that on-ball defense, forcing the shot clock violation. Another possession here for Minot High.
Again, we do apologize about the scoring issue on your screen here tonight. Laskowski takes it. Baseball pass up to Williamson. Williamson over to the far side, lost a handle on it. Here's the most frustrating part. I mean, we're human beings. I was here with the boss today. Ike and I came in and set this place up at about 1:30. We had the scoreboard running all afternoon. Everything was locked and loaded. And I don't know if somebody spilled a Mountain Dew on that thing down there or what the deal was. We are working on getting it fixed for you. Here's Lely underneath. Lely didn't use the backboard. She just set it up and in. The top point producer in the WDA continues to tear in this ball game.
Yeah, she's into double digits now for the Magets. She has 11.
Williamson off the mark. Knutson with the rebound. Minot's got a 30-point lead, 47-17. Here with 40 seconds to play in the first half. Deshaw downtown. Swoosh.
Everett Deshaw, we highlighted her, Nick, in the pregame show. She gets in on the fun, her first basket of the ball game.
It's going to be a foul charge here on Minot High's Knutson or Lely Bell, one or the other.
Number 32, Lely Bell.
It's on Lely. It's number 1 on Lely in the ball game. The all-state, all-region selection. Can you imagine how much mail comes to her house on the recruiting trail?
I'd love to see the stack of letters. She's quite the follow on X, Nick, just to see the offers that come in on universities requesting her talent to come play hoops. It's just awesome. It's awesome to see it from the state of North Dakota. It's going to be when her announcement comes, as the Magets are in transition here.
Wow, Lely got it off to Barch, and Kinley Barch having herself a ball game. Minot High's got 52. They lead 52-17 with 8.8 seconds left here in our first half of basketball on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Where's the biggest that you think she's been offered from so far? Is there one that stands out to you?
A lot of SEC schools, some big universities. We know what the SEC is. You know, teams like Arkansas and such. She's such a talent, Nick. We might have to get rights to her announcing where she goes to school. We might have to try and do that, my friend.
I love that idea. 52-17. Minot High's got the lead at the break. Magic Towing halftime report comes up next on the PSP Network.
PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Well, the Minot High drum line here to entertain you at our Magic Towing halftime. We're just going to sit back and enjoy the drum line from Minot High School. Well, the Minot High drum line with quite a performance here at halftime. Speaking of performances, Minot High leads 52-17 over Minot North through the first half of basketball. Magic Towing halftime report continues on when we come back to the Magic City Campus Gymnasium.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about Magic Towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Can you remember the last time you were certain that your bank had your back or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need? Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
You worked hard, saved well, and invested wisely. Whether it's paying for a child's education, taking the family trip you've dreamed of, giving back to the community, or funding a confident retirement, we can help you reach your goals. We are passionate about helping you make smart decisions about your spending and saving so you can feel confident about the future while enjoying life today. Together, we can design a personalized plan that takes into account your short and long-term needs and wants, but is flexible enough to adjust as your life changes.
In times of loss,
Magic Towing halftime report. Magic Towing. You blow it, we tow it. Put this number in your phone now. You'll be glad you did. 701-509-4011. It's Magic Towing bringing you the halftime here from Magic City Campus Gymnasium. We got our tech issues fixed. It was frantic, but we got her done. Bryce, how about a stats recap of the first half of basketball?
I am going to start on the Sentinel side. I'll go quick here. Kinsey Wellstead with 2. Ashley Williamson, 2 made threes for 6. Bryn Francis with 2. Ellie Laskowski with 7. On the Majet side, led in scoring, Kinley Barch with 21. Eve Knutson, 14. Everett DeShaw with 3. Lily Bell with 11. Cece Stevick with 3.
52 points for Minot High in the first half, and Lily only had 11 of them. That's a pretty good sign for Minot High School.
Yeah, you get that prolific shooting from the outside as we start the second half with a turnover. Possession right to the Majets.
Big thanks to our staff, Logan Dean, Trevor Haas, yourself, Bryce Gutnick. We appreciate you, Bryce, for working hard and frantically to try to fix that scoring issue. We know we're sports fans, so when we're watching a game at home and it doesn't have the scoreboard on it, there's stuff being thrown at the TV. We are fully aware and doing everything we can to make sure that doesn't happen again. Sometimes technology is a little out of our hands with certain things. Here's Knutson. She was money in the first half, and guess what? She's money again in the second, ring it up. That's 17 for Eve in the ballgame.
Looks like a replay of the first half. Just on the other end, Knutson, 5 made threes in the ball game.
Minot North with possession. Williamson around the horn, back over to the far side, corner pocket, kiss the window. Addison Clark from downtown.
Clark can do that. She's shown some offense throughout the season for the Sentinels. Big 3 to start the half for Minot North.
Barch with possession, got it over down to DeShaw. Sent it down to the corner, Knutson inside, little post play. Lely off the glass and in.
She gets that kind of position, Nick, so deep under the basket. So hard to stop.
Laskowski moves it back away now to the hands here of Addison Clark, far side. Williamson, that's number 3 in the ball game. Williamson, bang, bang, downtown. She's got 9.
Yeah, she's a really good shooter. That's her game. She likes to shoot the 3 balls. Not scared here tonight. Like you said, 3 made threes for Williamson.
Speaking of seniors, she's the lone senior for Minot North. Lily Bell inside, that's a mismatch, and Lily goes up and scores 2 more for Minot High School.
She's already got 6 points in the second half, 17 for the ball game for Lily.
Yeah, not even 3 minutes into the second half, and Lily moving here. Ball comes back away to Lily Bell. She's going to carry it down. Lily coast to coast, put it off the window, too strong. Aberley's there with the rebound, then it comes out to Shaw, off the mark, back to Knutson. 3-land, too much on that one. Ball comes back away now to the Majets. Here's Lely inside the arc, long 2. Oh, there's a lid on the rim here from Minot High in the second half.
The smile by Aberley. She had 3 offensive rebounds there, trying to set up her teammates, saying, hey, you got to give me the assist here. Great work by Aberley.
I shouldn't say in the second half. They've already got 9 in the second half here, Bryce. However, on that possession, the rim wasn't very friendly to the home Team Majets. Here's a three on its way. How about the drum line, by the way?
Oh, that was fantastic, Nick. Great halftime show. Like I said, the atmosphere in here is fantastic. I know my mom's loving it. She loves it when we do a game together, Nick, in Alexandria, Minnesota. So I got to say hi to Mom.
Hi, Mom. Hope you're doing well.
Bryn Francis in for the Sentinels.
Yeah, people get worried when we don't get together as often as
I get a number of text
do.
messages, Nick.
Well, we've got a staff at PSP Network that has been grinding away, and if people had any idea and understanding of the time and commitment that has gone into our mission of promoting local athletes, yesterday's a prime example of that. Valentine's Day, a lot of the crew with significant others at home or elsewhere that really are patient with what we do for this love of the game and the love of promoting kids. How about Ashley Williamson? All 3-pointers in the contest. She's got 12, Bryce.
Yeah, she really taking the team, carrying the team offensively tonight for the Sentinels. She's been terrific.
There's Ashley Williamson on your screen right there. Senior guard, averaging 9.1 points per game. Across that barrier here tonight at the Serpro free throw line. Kinley Barch, who was perfect in the first half. 3 for 3 from the Serpro stripe. She's now 4 for 4, 22 points in the ballgame for Barch. Barch back at the Serpro line. Serpro 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians and advanced technology. It's Serpro. Laskowski dishes off here into the hands now of Wellstead. Back to Laskowski. Into the hands here of Williamson. Shuffling to the left. Drops it back to Roram. Then Laskowski. Williamson on the drive against Vardy. Puts it up. Taken here by Rude. And Minot North has had some challenges inside against that Minot High defense. It's not just a Minot North problem. Here's Barch downtown again. Barch first 3-pointer of the second half.
The game's leading scorer, Kinley Barch, 26 on the evening.
On the average this year, Minot High has outscored their opponents 75-49. And again, it's a stingy defense that Minot High plays. It just seems like the system and the coaching that is there for Minot High makes them really tough to beat on the defensive side of the basketball.
And they can win different styles of game, Nick. If you want to play in the 50s, they can do that. If you want to run and gun with them, they'll play a game into the 70s comfortably as well.
First missed free throw of the ball game, and the makeup shot for Bryn Francis drops in. 66-27, Minot High has the lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Tonight's game brought to you by our friends at First International Bank. First International Bank and Trust, founded way back in 1910. They've been around for a long time, obviously, Bryce, haven't they? Big supporter on the PSP Network. Williamson, third, made 3 in the second half. She's motoring.
6 made 3s in the ballgame for Minot North. Ashley Williamson, 15 points in the ballgame, all by way of 3-ball.
Outside, Barch downtown. The 3-point expo is on. That one misses, however. Yeah, founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across Arizona, Minnesota, North Dakota, and South Dakota. It's First International Bank and Trust. Nice play from Grace Roram. She goes to the rack and scores her first points of the ballgame.
How about the pass by Laskowski, finding and cutting Roram. Her first bucket of the ballgame.
Cece Stevick tried to send it inside off the bounce pass. We're down to 12-10 to play here in the second half. It's Nick Holberg, Bryce Gutnick on the call. Did you have a good Valentine's Day? I didn't even ask you.
I was over at the old auditorium for most of it for District 6 girls hoops. Kind of went home and just relaxed, my friend. My wife was working, so it was kind of me and the dogs.
Hope they had a good night with you, partner. Here comes Knudsen, 2-on-1, finds Vardy. And Camden Varney lays it up and in. There's a candidate for your move of the game. That transition from Minot High is good. And Varney has her first points of the night.
The unselfishness. Great find by Eve Knudsen transition.
Laskowski in against Varney. Laskowski kisses it off the glass and scores. Ellie, 9 points now in the ballgame, according to my count.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to tip your hat there. Nice drive by Laskowski. Really good defense by Varney, but just sometimes it's better offense, like on that one.
Taken here by Aberle. She goes down off the window. Varney heavy on the rebound. Kicked it up now to A.J. Rude in the paint. Bouncing, rolling, dropping. A.J. Rude has her first points of the night.
I like that little floater, getting her scoring going. Her first bucket for Rude.
Coast to coast here. There's going to be a foul on the play. It's going to be charged on Sydney Aberle. Number 11 for Minot High. That will send number 1, Grace Roram, to the Serve Pro free throw line. Jason Schwartz in year number 5 as the head coach of Minot High School. State Coach of the Year. Graduated from Minot State in 1995. Jason Schwartz has this team headed on the right path, doesn't he, as he gets ready for tournament time. Nice conversation with Coach Schwartz here today.
Yeah, he's done such a great job with this group. But like you said, handling the injuries, the rotation. It's not easy things to do, Nick.
Joe Cattell said it best a few weeks back. Their coaches at the high school rank are like local celebrities. There's a lot of pressure, a lot of talk. Everybody thinks they can do it differently or better. There's no doubt about that. Until you hang a state championship banner, I don't think anybody really lets off on that. And oftentimes, even when you do hang a state championship banner, people still have a thought of how you could have done it differently. Nothing but respect for Jason Schwartz with what he's done with the program at Minot High girls high school basketball. They've become a bit of a giant inside the state. Here's Rude on the drive. Rude up to the rack. She'll go up and score. AJ's got 4 in the contest to Minot. The Giant lead 72-35 with 10 to play here in the second half of basketball. Rolling around, Roram getting going, and Roram drops it in.
She's got 5 all in the second half. Like you said, really getting it going offensively is the sophomore guard, Grayson Roram.
9.1 points per game on average for her. Here's Barch inside. Williamson comes away with the rebound. North will carry it up the floor. Williamson down to the baseline, turning back over on the wing. Tonight's game brought to you by the UPS store located on South Broadway in the Marketplace Foods Plaza. For all your packing and shipping needs, it's the UPS store. Williamson like it and one. Commercial goes right to the rack and scores.
Showing all facets of the game there was Williamson. Kind of known for shooting that 3-ball, attacking the rim there.
Here's Barch outside the arc. Got it off to Aberle. Now Everett to Shaw. Back to Lily Bell. Downtown. You betcha. Lily for 3.
What a great screen there. 14 made threes in the ball game for the Majets. Extending the lead.
Ashley Williamson up top. Wellstead. Worked over to Nelson. Williamson again has it here. 7 on the shot clock. They need to hurry. Wellstead up top with it. Back to Williamson. She has to uncork from way deep. That one hit the rim, but it didn't fall in. Minot's got it back now with Everett to Shaw running it up the floor. Ball worked inside. Lily Bell off the glass and scores, and Lily adds 2 more to her resume.
Great job taking advantage of the mismatch down there, Lily. Once again, great position.
Well, Sydney Aberle is going to get charged with the foul here as Roram aggressively. Let's walk through this one on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
Yeah, with the body contact there. Nice little spurt here by Grayson Roram in the second half. She's up to 7, going to the Serve Pro free throw line, trying to add to her total.
shooting 51% from the Serve Pro charity stripe. She got it. Good second half for Grayson Rohr. Barch got it now to Aberle. 77-42. Minot High's got the lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. The dominance continues inside. Lily Bell, 2 more.
And it's been Lily inside doing most of her damage here in the second half. She's got 13 in the half, 24 for the ball game.
Ball comes back away on the near side. Knutson touched it last. It will be Minot North basketball. Lily is a different level of a player. Lily Bell from Minot High, all region, all state selection. She's only a junior. You talk about those offers that she's getting from big schools and the biggest in women's college basketball. She is somebody that is about as good as it comes inside of North Dakota. She's going to go down as one of the greatest all time. And she's tracking down record after record inside of not only Minot High's program, but inside of the state.
Yeah, the way she's progressing each year, Nick, it's so fun to watch. One thing that really stands out to me, just her IQ defensively, putting herself in good situations as Deshaw gets a steal.
Everett Deshaw blocked on the play, and Everett ends up on the floor. We'll have another look at this one on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. DriveRyan.com. Browse her massive inventory at DriveRyan.com. Locations in Minot and Williston. Massive selection. Ryan Family Dealerships. Everett Deshaw missing on the first. And her first of the night from the Serve Pro line. Shoots 70% from the stripe, though, on the year. Bryce coming in. Second one is good for Everett Deshaw.
Back in for the Sentinels.
Minot High shooting it very well from the Serve Pro free throw line. They are 6 of 7 in the ball game tonight.
Back to Lily Bell in that conversation. 24 is a lot. I don't care what level you're at. I mean, you cross that 20 mark, you've had a pretty good ball game. We've talked about it all year, and everybody on the PSP network, our group of broadcasters that have watched Lily play now since being just young, an 8th grader, and seeing her get 35, 36. Uh-oh, Lily might have twisted something here. But on a night where she gets 35, you go, that's it?
Yeah, 24 tonight. Back to what I was saying, it seems as she's progressing each year, it seems, everything about her game. One thing that's really stood out to me, her ability to stay out of foul trouble, her importance of staying on the court, such a high basketball IQ that's really stood out to me this year. We know about her ability to score, Nick, and what she brings to the table, but it's stuff like that that she just keeps elevating.
Minot High and Horace, you think they'll play for a state title?
We did that game here at at the gymnasium here at Magic City, and Horace really stands out to me. That was a great game, high-scoring affair as we get a foul on Aberle. Horace has got a lot of talent. I talked about Donnelly. She can bring it. She's young, too. Really prolific scorer for the Hawks.
Well,
never know. Might see another might see a rematch, my friend.
Well, you look at that media poll inside the state. 18 media outlets voted this last week. 10 of them think that Minot High is the team to beat. 8 of them think that Horace is the team to beat. Rohr at the Serve Pro stripe. Both of them will miss on the play for the sophomore Grayson Rohr. Down to 5:39 to play here in our second half. Minot High leading 80-42 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 83-28 was the score the last time these teams played up at Minot North. Bubba Loft, Justin Loft, the head coach of Minot North. Lot to be proud of here in year number 1. You're going to take some lumps as a new program inside of the state and the WDA. Bubba Loft has Respected in the coaching game, and he's done a nice job so far. Hard to take those lumps, though, Bryce, really, isn't it?
Yeah, he's one thing that doesn't go away with Coach Lau, his energy. He's very passionate about what he's doing, what they're trying to accomplish, and he knows it's going to take some time up there at Minot North, but he is all in, my friend.
82-42, Minot High is up by 40. With the basketball, it's worked around the horn. Taken here by Clark, trying to send it into Williamson. Rude takes it away, and then Addison Clark too aggressive on the attempt on the steal. The ball comes back into the possession of Minot High. They'll inbound it here.
That was a great cut there by Williamson. It's not like, it's just better defense. Really good recovery there by Rude, drawing the foul.
Tweet at us at Network PSP. Let us know who you think tonight's MVP is. Brought to you by Sport Clips. Sport Clips, home to the MVP haircut experience. The second half for Rorem has been in that conversation. However, she missed on that layup attempt. She had quite a bit of company with her there, though.
Yeah, great job by Bart. Just kind of altering her shot there.
Camden Vardy up to the rack and in. Vardy's got two more.
Nice take, being aggressive there was Camden Vardy.
4:20 left here in the first game of the night. The boys will rumble next. Laskowski, little inside play. Off the window and in.
Yeah, great job using the spin. Laskowski into double figures. She has 11 in the ball game.
Off the window, Aberley's got the bucket and the foul.
Aberley, she does a lot of that dirty work for the Majets there, Nick. She hits her first bucket there. Girl who really rebounds the basketball well. Great defender. She's got a chance at the end one opportunity.
The teams that are good and the teams that are really good, the difference is players like Sydney Aberley buying into trying to hang a banner on the year, it seems, Bryce. Minot High has those pieces, don't they?
Buying in. You're absolutely correct. She knows her role on this team. She does it very well. A lot of them do. They know exactly what their role is, and when they're called upon, it seems like they're having a lot of success. So
in the paint, off the glass, and in. Phillips.
Yeah, Cambry Phillips into the ballgame here. First minutes.
First two for Phillips of the night. 3:15 left here in the contest. Planning Team Financial, Shots Crossroads. Postgame comes up next. Planning Team Financial. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial planner, planning for far more business succession, Planning Team can help you every step of the way. Find them online, planningteam.com. And Shots Crossroads, home to the famous number 99. Team Busters are always welcome there, Bryce. Try the banana cream pie. You won't be disappointed, I promise you. On the drive. How about that play?
Cheyenne
Bigman puts it up and in.
Yeah, Cheyenne Bigeman into the game. She attacks the rim, getting into the score column.
Taken away here by Minot North. They've got possession now as they go to work the offensive side of the floor. Easy lay in there as it's taken by Cambry Phillips, and Phillips adds two more to her resume in the late portion of the contest.
Remember this name, Cambry Phillips. They're a player Minot North's very excited about, just a 7th grader, Nick.
Well, if you have a 7th grader in the lineup getting varsity minutes and scoring those points, it's invaluable on how far that can take you, and just experiences like this. Keep in mind, it's not a sold-out show yet here at Minot High School. However, playing in front of a lot of people here tonight. Of course, with the coverage on PSP as well, there's a lot of eyes on this ball game. Good experience for the youngster. Nice dish there. Phillips sends it inside, and Francis has two more.
Yeah, how about the pass from Cambry Phillips, finding a cutting Francis? She has 5 in the ball game.
To the rack for Minot High. That one's going to be off the mark on the attempt from Mackenzie Bachmeyer. 80 seconds to play here in regulation. Jump shot downtown. Bingo. That one drops in for three. Jaslyn Sweet hits the three-pointer. Minot North calls the timeout to bring some new players into the ball game.
And number 22, Nora Landseal.
Really nice bench contributions. Got Cambry Phillips. She attacked the rim. She's got 4 off the bench. Bingaman comes in, gets a 2. Jaslyn Sweet comes in. 7 made threes for Minot North in the ball game.
Inside the lane, the jump shot was there from Harper Broderick. Harper's going to go to the Serve Pro free throw line. Freshman here from Minot High School. Under a minute to play in regulation. Add Broderick to the score sheet. Second attempt coming for Broderick. Not as fortunate on the second. That one missed.
I like the shoes. A lot of pink shoes tonight. Broderick's really stand out to me. That bright pink. Great for her to get a few minutes here, and he's closing seconds here.
45 seconds to play in the ball game. Minot High is going to improve on the season to a record of 18-1. They're going to move to 14-1 inside the conference. The Magents have Mandan at Mandan coming up on Tuesday. We have it for you on the PSP Network. Then they go to Century on Friday. We have that one for you on the PSP Network. Then they're at home against Legacy on the 25th. We have that one for you on the PSP Network. Turn around, jump shot, count it, dropped in. And Jaslyn Sweet's got 5 in the ball game for Minot North.
How about that? First with the 3 ball, then the little turnaround. Got the bench pumped up on that one, Nick.
5 seconds to play in regulation. Planning Team Financial Shots Crossroad postgame show coming up. Jasmine Sweet from downtown to end it. Sweet puts a sweet finish on this ball game tonight. 87-60 is the final score. However, the buzzer beater. Something to cheer about for the Sentinels here in this ball game. Post-game show comes up next here on the PSP Network.
The PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair. Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all.
7, pressure, points, yeah! It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's a spot! Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak, or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Magic City Home Leisure is excited to introduce the fabulous addition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
Planning Team Financial Advisors, Shots Crossroads postgame show live from Magic City Campus's gymnasium. Minot High came out like a buzzsaw tonight. They led at the half 52-17. They go on to a 87-60 victory. We'll wrap it up and break it down here on the Planning Team Financial Shots Crossroads postgame show. Planning Team Financial Advisors, whether you're looking for full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession. At Shots Crossroads, home of the famous number 99. Team buses are always welcome. Do you like the bacon extra crispy or just regular, somewhere in between at Shots Crossroads?
Gotta be extra crispy, Nick, for my liking, and I'm a 109 guy as well.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just two eggs over easy, hash browns with cheese, American slices, toast, buttered, whites. Maybe extra bacon, like I said, but no matter what, there's got to be banana cream pie at the end of it because that's the best thing on the menu at Shots Crossroads, I'm telling you. Partner, overall, your thoughts on this ball game here tonight. Another dominating performance from Minot High School.
Yeah, just a prolific shooting. The 14 made threes by the Majettes in this one. Eve Knutson was going early. Kenley Barch got going after that. You mix in a little Lily Bell, by the way. Kind of a quiet 24 for her. What a night for the Majettes.
Can you take anything away from this ball game if you're Minot North? That's the question. I mean, they had some players that did some good things. Roram in the second half. Williamson had a good game here tonight. I'll ask you that question in just a moment here, Bryce. First, we're going to talk to our MVP of the game, Miss Kenley Barch. Can you hear me in that headset, young lady? Are you good to go, loud and clear?
Yep.
Let's bring in our MVP, Kenley Barch, after the win here tonight. First things first, you guys came out like a buzzsaw again here tonight. What's it like when everybody's shooting the basketball that way?
Oh, it's just great energy, and it gets us going.
It's got to be a ton of fun, and when you're feeling it like that, and not only feeling it that way, but distributing the ball as well. You and Eve Knutson really didn't miss in that first half. Knowing that you have teammates that can shoot like that as well has to be quite a relieving feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty great. Just knowing that if I'm not open, she'll be open to hit one.
What is this rivalry like? Obviously, you've blown them out 2 times in a row. You have to respect the fact that it's a lot of your friends, I'm sure, that you grew up playing with, but it's got to be fun, nevertheless, playing in the crosstown rivalry, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a good feeling beating them, obviously, since it's rivalry.
You guys lost to Mandan, the only loss on the season. That's next up. You go to the Starry and Complex next week to play Minot. What does it take to take down McKenna Johnson and company next Tuesday night?
It's definitely going to be a hard one. We're going to need to come out with the killer instinct right away and be ready.
Right now, Minot Majet basketball seems to be playing pretty well. What would you give overall a team rating A to F right now at this point in the year?
Probably about a B+. We could be better. I mean, it's been all right.
Who's going to win the boys match up next? That's the final question for you.
Obviously us.
Nice job here tonight.
Thank you.
Kinley Barch, our MVP of the game here tonight. Another job well done from that young lady. Obviously, Minot High tonight, she says. I don't know, that killer instinct really stands off that interview paper for me. They have it, don't they?
Yeah, they had it, and they enforced their will early in this one. Like I said, the 14 made threes, shot really well from the free throw line. You establish that inside-outside. Lily just so dominant down there in the post. A lot of easy looks, and when you get Bart shooting a three like that, you get Knutson shooting a three like that, it'd be awfully hard to beat these Majets, Nick.
Ryan Family Dealerships brings you the rundown of the stats, the final stat line for the players in the ball game here tonight with those Ryan Family Dealership numbers. Here's Mr. Bryce Gutnick.
I am going to start on this Sentinel side. She was terrific. She led their Sentinels in scoring. She had 17. She had 5 made threes. Ashley Williamson, great night by her. Grayson Roram, 8 points, all in the second half. Addison Clark added 3 with the 3 ball. Wellstead with 2. Bryn Francis with 5. Ellie Laskowski with 11. Sweet with 8. Phillips with 4. Bingaman with 2. On the Majet side, they were led in scoring by our Sport Clips MVP, Kinley Barch. 28 points on the evening. Ariana Rude added 4. Eve Knutson, 5 made threes. She had 17. Everett Shaw added 4. Sydney Aberley with 2. Camden Barty with 4. Lily Bell, 24 points in the contest. CC Stevick with 3. Broderick added a free throw. All Majets tonight, 87-60 over the Sentinels.
B+ is the rating that Barch gave Minot High tonight. What would you give them in this game? I mean, that's got to be a A+ performance, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very high grade. Like I said, they came out, they were ready to go, shooting the basketball at a high percentage, causing turnovers. All business tonight from the Majets. Definitely an A+ effort tonight from Magic City Gymnasium.
Well, a couple orders of business left here on the Planning Team Financial Shots Crossroads post-game show. Starting with our move of the game tonight. Move of the game brought to you by our friends at Magic City Home Leisure. Find them online or on South Broadway in the Magic City. For me, what highlight do you even go with? It's just the double-headed monster that is Minot High. You see that the way they were shooting in the first half, they were just about unstoppable. And when they weren't able to connect, they were rebounding the basketball, and Lily Bell right there puts it up off the glass and in. There's our move of the game, brought to you by Magic City Home Leisure. Magic City Home Leisure, 5 out of 5 star rating on Google. They've got over 200 of those reviews. They're the real deal for all your hot tub, sauna, billiards, man cave, she shed needs. It's Magic City Home Leisure. Our move of the game and MVP are the final orders of business here in this one tonight. MVP brought to you by our friends at Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair, the MVP, and Sport Clips located in Minot and Bismarck. Sport Clips MVP of the game, Kinley Barch. Good reason why tonight. Obviously, she was on fire, wasn't she?
Yeah, and it's the inside-outside. Not only was she wasn't settling for threes, Nick, the entire game. She attacked. She finishes with her offhand. Well, got to the free throw line a number of times. Really good defender as well. How about that smile? She was just smiling. You know, she's having a great time. A lot of fun had tonight by the Majets as they cruise tonight in a big win.
They certainly did. MVP, the sophomore Kinley Barch. Minot High moves on the season again to a record of 17-1, making 18-1 now. 14-1 inside the conference. Minot North falls to 5-14, 3-12 overall on the year. We're going to reset the cockpit. We'll come back to Magic City Campus's gymnasium and get set and ready for the boys matchup. It's the Magi, the Sentinels, coming up next here on the PSP Network.
On the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/familybirthcenter. Trinity Health, making more possible.
If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iron. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
Our history sets us on our path. From the moment we're born, we begin our walk through life. We learn so we can discover. We find our passion and develop our skills. We build relationships. We start thinking about what we're going to leave behind to those we love. Let our legacy help shape yours. First International Bank and Trust. No matter your place in life, we can help you live first.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Nebraska's going to cut free. He's over the 30. Rush the puck. Here comes Freak. He fires. He scores. Same play. Conklin with the slam on Chandler. Like a prize fight. The band is here. The fans are here. The Sentinels and the Magi are here. Welcome into our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. We are set and ready for a WDA affair at the 16th Street rivalry, brought to you by Minot State University. Minot State, be seen, be heard, be you. More than 96% of recent college grads are either employed or continuing their education at Minot State University. 7-11 are the Minot North Sentinels. 14-3 are the Minot High Magicians. These teams matched up earlier on this year at Minot North. When they did, it was Minot High that won 82-44 in a lopsided tilt on the north side of the Magic City. Tonight they square off just a few weeks in front of the WDA tournament, and it's a showdown that could be a fun one here tonight. I'm Nick Holberg, joined by my good friend, Mr. Bryce Gutnick. It's our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Locations in Minot and Bismarck. It's a quick 15-minute drive-through oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. I just sit in my car, I check my emails, maybe eat my lunch. It's quick, it's convenient. They do a fantastic job. Partner, what's the brass tacks of this one here tonight? Does Minot North have a shot against Minot High when it's all said and done, really?
I talked to you about pace, Nick. It's going to be important. For Minot North really wants to slow it down. We were here Tuesday night. Magicians versus Jamestown. Minot High's ability, rebound and go, out in transition. Nice bounce back win from the Magicians here Tuesday after that tough loss at Dickinson.
Yeah, the big question outside of that is, you're a big band guy. You love that the band's here. On a 1 to 10, how well have they performed? 10 being the best, 1 being the worst here tonight.
11. I'm going off the scale, Nick. I'm going 11. I love the band. I'm still waiting for my guest appearance to maybe play the cowbell. We got to work on that. It's fantastic, Nick.
How about the drummer back there? He's killing it tonight. There's no doubt about that. Rage Against the Machine from the band here tonight. It's going to be a fun one. Minot High, Minot North coming together. Let's take a look at what it means inside the standings of boys basketball on the west side of the state. Century is the power right now. Minot's got them coming up next week at Century. They're 14-1. Minot High is 11-3. The Magi have a 1-game win streak after going 7-3 in their last 10, dropping 1 to Dickinson, and a gritty basketball team down there in a hard place to play. Bismarck has risen to number 3. They're 11-4. Mandan at 10-5. So is Legacy. Then you've got Dickinson at 8-7. In my mind, 1 through 6, any one of those teams could win a state championship this year. No offense to Minot North or anybody taking it that way. At 4-10 in the conference, it's just a little bit different of a ball game than Dickinson at 8-7. St. Mary's at 2-13. Williston at 2-13, or Jamestown at 2-13. However, a night like this tonight for Minot North really could change the whole dynamic of where they're going to end up come WDA tournament time.
Absolutely. You're looking at that. They're really looking, Nick, to host that game. They want to host that play-in game to try and get to the region tournament in Bismarck there. That's what their eyes are on. Minot High, you got 4 games remaining tonight, starting with Minot North. Then how about their schedule? At Mandan, at Century, home versus Legacy. A lot of teams in that logjam. Like you said, that top 6, Minot still got 3 games against those 5 of those opponents, Nick.
Yeah, it's going to be some gritty basketball come WDA tournament time. By the way, we'll have that WDA tournament for you live on the PSP network. Every game, wall to wall, all 22 of them coming your way from the WDA tournament. Will be there with the full broadcast of the WDA tournament. And the action doesn't stop there on PSP Plus, by the way. WDA hockey starts next week. Boys A Region 3, Boys B Region 3, Boys B Region 4, Girls A Region 3, the AB 3-4 Boys Qualifier. District 6 Championship is happening right now for girls. Boys District 6, Boys District 8. 10 tournaments on PSP Plus. Telling you right now that it's a steal of a deal to get every single game, every single tournament for just $54.99. Get yours now at PSP.network. That pre-tournament rate will be ending soon, right after the WDA hockey tournament. So get those passes now at www.psp.network. Bryce, back to this one. Back to what's at stake here tonight. We saw it in the standings. Here's how the media deems these teams fall into line. Minot North not receiving any love from the media, but the Magi still are number 2 ranked team in the state of North Dakota at 14-3. Does that surprise you at all after their loss against Dickinson just last week?
It really doesn't. I think you take 2 through 5 there, Nick, you can kind of interchange them. We all know how competitive the WDA is. Davies just getting Claybo back. He did play last night, Nick. I believe he's resting tonight. I don't want to jump to any. That's just what I've heard, and he's on the brink of breaking that all-time scoring record. Some really exciting stuff out east from Mason Claybo, but like I said, the West, such a gauntlet, Nick, and we're not done. We still got most teams have 4 games left on their schedule for region play. It's going to be fun to watch it down the stretch.
Some of the top producers inside of the conference right now at this point in the year. Newman from Jamestown lighting it up. The young man for the Blue Jays leads the league in scoring, 23.8 points per night. Peyton Shell not far behind. The Minot High gun sits at number 2. Eric Winchesky and Peyton Shell, a 1-2 punch. We're going to talk about those two young men coming up more here, but he averages 18.1. But this list of gentlemen that are here, Newman, you've got Peyton Shell, Hudson Sheldon. I'm telling you, that kid's a freak. He's going to play multi-sports in college at Mary. Parker Falcon from Legacy to play at Minot State. Kemple to play at Minot State. Cranston's only a junior. Winchesky's going to play at Dickinson State. Andre Austin to play at Mary. Kinnebrews only a sophomore. Did you see his dunk last night?
That was a monster throwdown. A lot of talent on that Century team, especially Kinnebrew.
Well, St. Mary's has a couple of them as well, and Benning is one of them, 16.8. There's your leading getters inside of the WDA. We're going to break this one down further when we come back with a couple player spotlights, our keys to the game, the starting lineups, and more still ahead of this WDA showdown tonight as Minot High takes on Minot North for the second time ever in boys high school basketball.
So Carson, how do I become a great football player like you?
Well, practice and having a professional team to answer the call and handle anything you throw their way is also important.
Hey Carson, thanks for teaching crew about community banking at First Western. First Western, you can bank on us.
The Jersey Mike's catering box is the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
For those who dream big, Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
school songs playing on inside Magic City campus's gymnasium. Minot North Sentinel school song blares on our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Valvoline Instant Oil Change locations in Minot and Bismarck. It's a 15-minute drive-through oil change. You can't beat it at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. I'm Nick HULBERG alongside of BRYCE GUTKNECHT as we get set and ready for the showdown here tonight. And BRYCE, there's a couple kids that really have lit it up for Minot High and creating the graphic before the game here tonight. The 1-2 punch for Minot High School that is Peyton Shell and Eric Winchesky. These numbers really are pretty fascinating for two kids that are going to be in the conversation for the Senior Athlete of the Year in the WDA when it's all said and done.
Yeah, you look at all that offensive output. When I mention these two, I like to start with defense, Nick. Peyton Shell, the wingspan, his ability to alter shots, block shots. Then you got Eric Winchesky on the defensive end, usually tasked with guarding that other team's best player. He does kind of flop, take turns with Peyton Shell, but his ability to sacrifice his body, take some charges, these two really do it all for the Magi.
Yeah, a couple all WDA selections. And, you know, Batman, Robin, however you want to look at it, a 1-2, a left-right hook. And, you know, the 49 three-pointers for Shell, the 25 for Eric Winchesky, and then the assists. A lot of those assists are drawn because of the fact that there's coverage on one or the other that is creating that open space.
Yeah, look at that number, 85 assists by Eric Winchesky. We saw a number of those on Tuesday, getting his teammates involved. A guy who loves to go downhill, Nick, and attack the rim.
A couple other kids to highlight here tonight, starting with Tamari Carter. Carter for Minot North, the young man wearing number 13. Tamari averages 6.8 points per game. He's got 26 steals and 81 rebounds. He's one of those guys for Minot North that if he's going, it seems like the Sentinels are going on any given night.
He's that kind of old school player, Nick. Loves the mid-range game. Shoots it really well inside the arc from about 15 feet and in. Very athletic. Also a kid with a really good wingspan, gets a lot of deflections, trying to get some usually leads to some easier buckets for the Sentinels.
81 rebounds on the year. That's going to be a factor in tonight's ball game for Tamari Carter. He's going to have some challenges in this one. Minot High, as a group, has out-rebounded their opponents by 139 on the season, averaging 38 per night compared to the 30. On the other side, Minot North's been out-rebounded 41 total on the year by 41, 35 to 38. On the other side of the floor, let's take a look at a young man from Minot High School and Cale Workman that, in my mind, has been somebody that really is one of those role guys. And again, it just seems as if Dean Winchesky, when he's got guys like this and Cale Workman, anything can happen with these young men on any given night. But one thing's for certain, they're going to play some big-time minutes, these role guys like this, and those minutes sometimes prove to be absolutely fascinating for Minot High School. Cale Workman is a young man that we highlight here tonight. Only 4 points per game, but when I say only 4, he does so many other things right on the floor, doesn't he?
Dean Winchesky knows this. It's a process throughout the year, developing that bench. He knows the importance of getting the kids to understand that role. One of the many things he does extremely well, Cale Workman. You saw Fisher Johnson go down with injury. Cale Workman has stepped up his game. Fisher Johnson's back now, and Cale Workman still getting those minutes, still contributing nicely for the Magi.
UPS brings you our players to watch tonight. They deliver them to you. UPS store located on South Broadway in the Magic City. It's the UPS store in the Marketplace Foods Plaza. Well, we're getting close now to tip-off and the official introductions. We'll have Eric Schaefer, the voice of the Magi, when we come back as we get set and ready for the showdown here tonight. 7-11 Sentinels, 14-3 Magi, live on the PSP Network.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Jersey Mike's slices your sub right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah.
Order for Danny?
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Minot North, Minot High, head-to-head for the second time ever. Let's go down. Eric Schaefer, the voice of the Magi.
Thank you very much for the way you touch these players as students. Tonight is also pink night. There'll be the 50-50 raffle tickets will continue to be sold, as well as the silent auction items up through halftime of the boys' game. The pink night proceeds will be benefiting the girls' assistant coach Gary Wolbach with his battle with leukemia. Tonight's game is sponsored by Midco. Midco can power your home and business with multi-gig internet speeds and ultra-smooth reliability, giving you the power to take on all your tomorrows. So once again, welcome to Minot High School for tonight's WDA matchup between the visiting Minot North Symbols and your Minot High Magicians. Now let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. First, the visitors on the scoreboard, the Minot North Sentinels.
Well, we'll keep it with Eric Schaefer for tonight's starting lineups.
At guard, number 1, Jaden David. At guard, number 11, Brayden Hillary. At forward, number 13, Tamari Carter. At center, number 14, Jaden Bachmeyer. And then forward, number 22, Kaden Hall. The Sentinels are coached by Drew Hishman, assisted by Pat Gurney, followed by working Charlie Sonsky and Lance Pickman. Now you can get on your feet. Let's say hi to the Magi! Starting out forward, the 6'4" senior, wearing number 1, Peyton Schaefer.
the starting lineups for both sides. Time for our keys to the game, brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. No other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Call Dylan today, 222-2155. For the Magi, run, and for Minot North, keep it in the 50s. Bryce, you want to elaborate on tonight's keys to the game?
It's going to be all about pace. Minot North has to keep this kind of in that grinding out style in the 50s to have a chance. Minot High wants to get up and down, look for the trailing guys in transition for some knockdown threes, something they do really well, Nick.
Well, it's time for our opening tap tonight, brought to you by 701 Realty. 701 Realty and Andrew Goodmanson. 701realty.com for all your buying and selling real estate needs. It's Andrew Goodmanson at 701 Realty. Minot High is in special uniforms tonight, playing for Gary Walhog, the assistant coach for Minot High girls basketball, over 2,000 games in his career. Mason Jensen starts it off for the Magi with a three-pointer out of the gates. Minot High's got a 3-0 lead.
You see the attention on Shell early there, drawing a double team. Fisher Johnson open at the top of the key, and now a steal.
Here come the Magi. Here's Eric Winchesky. Lays it up, that one off the front to the rim. Comes back away now to the Sentinels. They're in their navies here tonight. Sentinels with Tamari Carter down to the baseline. Tamari working inside the paint, sent it back away into the hand there of Braden Blickry. Out of play it went off of Minot High School, and it will be Sentinel basketball. Well, the proceeds of tonight's silent auction going to Gary Walhog. 100% of those proceeds. Just a fantastic event here tonight to the pink uniform night for Minot High boys and girls basketball, playing for quite a cause here tonight, playing against that disease that we all hate so much. Inside the paint, jump shots off the mark. Bachmeyer got his own rebound twice, but then Bedell went up and scooped it away. And now it's Winchesky that runs the floor with it. Here's Winchesky off over to Johnson for three. That one off the mark.
You see it there, Nick, so quick to get a shot off. With about 5 seconds went off the shot clock, they had an open three in the corner for Fisher Johnson.
Speaking of open threes, Tamari Carter downtown. Tamari, first points of the ball game for Minot North.
We highlighted him, Nick. Nice little top of the key knockdown three from Tamari Carter. He's got the task of guarding Shell early in this ball game.
Look at Winchesky slashing towards the rack. That one off the mark, down with the rebound. It's Bachmeyer, and he brings it up the floor over on the far side with the help here of Caden Flavin. Interesting, the dynamic that is the players wearing dark uniforms tonight that wore light uniforms last year for Dean Winchesky's crew.
Yeah, there's a number of them out there. Helm with a big three attempt there, short.
Helm, one of those players that had some significant minutes for Minot High last year. Oh, Landon Bedell went up, tried to slam the house down. He's fouled on his way to the rack. Another look at this one on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Landon Bedell was on his way to taking the house down here, Bryce.
I want to talk about the bounce pass, the find by Winchesky. What a pass.
Bedell from the Serve Pro free throw line missed the first. Shoots it 46% from the stripe on the season. 50-50 here tonight. First points of the ball game for Landon Bedell. Step up three, front of the rim, missed for Blickry. Down into the corner it goes on a play on Minot High School. This rivalry matchup of the 16th Street rivalry brought to you by our friends at Minot State University. Be seen, be heard, be you. More than 96% of recent college grads are either employed or continuing their education. MSU grads get jobs, period. Minot State, proud supporter of our mission of promoting local athletes and this rivalry matchup. Inside dish, Trayton Bachmeyer finds the square and puts it in.
Yeah, Bachmeyer just kind of found himself wide open, left alone there. Good find by Carter.
Speaking of a find there, Bedell got it inside to Fisher Johnson. He was off the mark, and then Flavin tosses it away. It will be Minot High basketball. Here you see Caden Flavin on your screen, the 6-foot-tall senior, averaging 6.1 points per game. He's hit 7 3-pointers on the year. He was one of those guys that had some time for the Magi last year as well.
Yeah, his quickness really stands out, Nick. One of the quicker players in the West region. See if he can get it going offensively, attacking the rim for the Sentinels.
Inside, Peyton Shell, first points of the game. He's fouled on the play as well, and the old-fashioned three-pointer on the way for Peyton Shell.
One thing he does so many things well, Nick, but how about the movement without the basketball? The quick cut here, chance for the N1 opportunity.
Number 2 scorer in the conference coming into the showdown. This young man, I'm telling you, forward guard position, he can play kind of everywhere, and he's got range from all over the place. Best free throw shooter for the Magi at 81%. Number 1 three-point shooter inside the conference. Number 4 free throw shooter. 6th best field goal percentage. Number 1 in blocks. Number 7 in rebounds. Number 2 in points per game. He's all West region. Is he the best player in the conference?
I've been so impressed. It's been so fun watching his development through the years. He's definitely an all-region performer, one of the best players in the state.
Right on cue, Peyton Shell drops it off the glass and in. It's hard to pick one on that list in the WDA of who's the number 1 overall draft pick if you had to take one. He's in the conversation.
Think about how hard it is to select an all-region team, Nick.
Helm off the window. Now Winchesky comes down with it, tried to feed it off to Schaefer. Back for Blickery. Little jump shot to the paint. Blickery off the mark. Look at Winchesky tower up, and now Eric Winchesky brings it up the floor. He's also in the conversation for one of those first picks. Here's Schaefer downtown.
Good space on the transition there. Schaefer getting his scoring going with a knockdown 3.
20th three-pointer of the year for Grayson Schaefer. He's one of those unsung hero kind of guys for the Magi, and I'm telling you, Grayson Schaefer, don't overlook number 34 in white. He really is special for Minot High School.
It really seems these last couple weeks really starting to assert himself offensively for the Magicians.
Minot High coming in at 14-3 overall, 11-3 inside the conference. Number 2 right now in the WDA. Century's the team to beat. This one for 3 off the mark there from Flavin. Danielle, Jason West on the call here tonight. There's a foul away from the basketball. It's on Jack Cadet. Got a good officiating crew here tonight, don't we?
I talked to Jason West yesterday at the auditorium. He was so excited, so ready to be part of this rivalry and be one of the officials tonight.
A lot of pressure on those guys tonight. The gym isn't sold out, but boy, it's darn near full tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, like I said, they're still kind of coming in here, Nick. Everybody wants to get a glimpse of this rivalry started this year.
Winchesky with the basketball. Winchesky, little dribble drive, step back, jump shot. Oh, Eric, how are you doing tonight? Bingo.
He's so strong with the ball, that crossover, creating some space. Now they're going to a trap look.
Eric Winchesky looking good tonight. Timeout on the floor brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. Find them online, FIBT.com. Minot 13-5 lead.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Well, there you see Dean Winchesky, the head coach of the Magi. The GOAT, as I would call him. 17th year. Titles at Minot High, 15, 16, 17, and 22. He's got 2 more at Dickinson. Peyton Shell with the block. I don't think so, says Shell, the number 1 blocker inside of the WDA. Is it the wingspan, the athleticism, and more? What is it?
I mean, it's everything. I talked about his ability. How about the close out there in the swat? Now a deflection here by Workman.
Waldorf will inbound the basketball over on the far side. Student sections here and loud tonight as well for Minot High. Blickery to toss the ball in. Got it to Jacquinette. Back to Blickery. Long shot from downtown. Blickery off the front of the rim. Now Eric Wincheski up the floor with it. Here's Wincheski. Back to Shell. Spin move in the paint. Shell. Oh, that's pure as gold. Peyton Shell's got 2 more and 6 total in the ballgame.
I just don't understand how you stop that. Like I said, the athletic ability. Getting in the lane. Shell with 6 early for the Magi.
15-5. Minot's got the lead. North with the basketball. Up top it comes. Camden Opforth in the paint. On the floor it goes. Gunville's in after it. And the jump basketball. Once again, PSP Network bringing you WDA tournament coverage on the PSP Network. Get that premier pass now. I'm telling you, you're not going to be disappointed. $55 gets you every single game of every single tournament, all 10 that we have, including WDA hockey and WDA basketball. Get those at psp.network. District 6 action for girls hoops underway tonight. And the championship round of that tournament taking place as we speak. Wincheski from the elbow. Eric Wincheski adds another one to his resume, and Wincheski feeling good tonight.
I like that from Shell. Not forcing anything, finding Wincheski for a wide open jump shot.
First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. Tonight's game on the PSP Network proudly brought to you by Planet Pizza. Proudly serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Did you know that Planet Pizza has a giant laser tag playground, the largest in the region? They also have an event room called the 221 room for all your parties, get-togethers, and a lunch buffet Monday through Friday. They will deliver tonight too, by the way. 701-852-1700. Fisher Johnson. Left hand, too strong. Bedell got the rebound, then it came over now to Gunville. Hot start for Minot High here tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, I have, but unofficially I have them on a 12-0 run. Make it 15.
There's Peyton Shell. Bingo was his name always, Dallas Hansen would say.
Wide open 3 in the corner. Shell really going. How about Carter?
Tamari having himself a ball game early on. That's his 5th point to the contest.
Much needed offense for the Sentinels. Stops the 15-0 run at Minot High.
Gunville bounced front of the rim, dropped in, and Gunville's got it.
It's already the 4th made 3, Nick. We're about 8 minutes in for Minot High.
Something in the water in the Magic City that allows the maroon and gold to shoot it from the 3 line the way they have in boys and girls basketball, really, isn't it?
That's how you know you're a good shooter, though. Gunville getting that friendly roll off the front rim.
Sample A on the other side. Trayton Bachmeyer for 3.
Been good start for Bachmeyer in this game. He's got 5 early for Minot North.
Now Shell to the window. Too strong. Touch Tamari Carter down on the end line. Minot High is going to bring in number 3, Mason Jensen, and number 34, Grayson Schaefer, back into the ballgame. 13-point lead for Minot High School. Wincheski to inbound the ball. When they played earlier this year, the Sentinels and the Magi, it was Minot High 82, Minot North 44. Is there anything that stood off the paper in that game of Minot High's dominance other than Fisher Johnson getting injured in that contest?
Yeah, that was really unfortunate for Minot High, but look what that injury did. I'm not saying I'm cheering for injuries. Don't take it the wrong way, but it really got a chance to develop that bench. Mason Jensen, Cale Workman, major contributors when Fisher Johnson went down.
Ball tossed into play. Off to Carson Sessing. Sessing worked it over here into the hands of Caden Flavin. Under 10 to play, first half. Minot High with a 13-point lead. Magi are number 2 in the WDA. Minot North is number 7 in the conference. Second time these two teams have ever played in the rivalry. Down to the corner, Flavin for 3, no rebound. Towering up there for the Magi was Jensen. Travels the call, the violation. North will get the ball back.
Like that prior possession though, Tamari Carter going downhill, getting in the lane, getting a wide open 3 for Flavin. Really good look for Minot North.
Sentinels with possession, Bachmeyer up top with it. Taken away, hang on tight, here comes Jensen. Lays it off the glass and in. Timeout on the floor, brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. Minot with a 15-point lead with 8:49 to play here in half one.
Banking is some of the most important things in your life, and banking at the right bank is very important. We're really proud of our bank because we have great people, and our people are what make our bank go. We always want to treat our customers right and do the best job we can for them, and try to do things to help make our communities better.
Well, the student section's here tonight. Pink Knights at Magic City Campus Gymnasium again. Playing tonight for Gary Walhog. Fundraiser and a silent auction happening on the north side of the gymnasium tonight. It's always great to see a community come together the way they have for coach on that coaching staff for Minot High girls basketball. Caden Helm for 3, by the way.
Third made 3 for the Sentinels. Caden Helm becomes the third scorer here of this first half for Minot North.
Now Shell into the paint. Oh, he's run into there by Tamari Carter's hand. Shell gets away with it, puts up a shot. No, Landon Bedell down with it, turnaround. Left hand, no, still scrumming. Minot High winning the battle on the glass here. Jensen, then Shell, back to Jensen. High arcing 3, that one rainbow, but it missed. Comes back away now, Sessing runs it forward. Bachmeyer up, lays it off the glass and in.
Great awareness by Bachmeyer. Get out, leak out. Says, hey, give me the rock. I'm wide open down here.
Fisher Johnson ends up on the ground. Block is the call. Jason West, the official at midcourt. Played college basketball at Minot State University. Also played at the University of Mary before coming up to Minot State. Who do you think wins in a push-up contest, you or Jay West?
Oh, I would put a significant anything I could on Jason on that contest. Probably do push-ups with me on his back more than I can do.
Peyton Shell inside. Peyton Shell dominating mid-range.
Already in the double figures here. He has 11 points in the contest.
Dominating mid-range, dominating post play. Downtown. Helms got back-to-back three-pointers on his stat line.
Already 4 made threes, too, for Minot North. Shooting it well from the outside.
Sheldon Winchesky, dribble drive down to Schaefer. Battle in the paint. Schaefer left hand. Schaefer got whacked on the play. And Grayson Schaefer will go to the Serve Pro free throw line.
22,
While we talk about those top shooters inside of the WDA, top players inside the conference. Grayson Schaefer, one of the top rebounders. His three-point field goal percentage, Bryce. His overall field goal percentage is number 3 inside the conference, shooting it at 62%. Serve Pro free throw line, he's been good there as well at 81%. However, on that trip, he goes 1 for 2.
Another block by Shell, getting up, elevating.
Then Winchesky stops it, pops, and Eric Winchesky puts it in.
You know that block, and it's quick. Down the court in about 4 or 5 seconds, and Minot's got another bucket, adding to their lead.
12-point lead for Minot High with 6:35 to play in the opening half. Tamari Carter with the basketball. Here's Tamari for 3. Rimmed in, then out, went around the bowl. Comes back to Winchesky. Off to Jalen Gunville. Now Shell. There's that mid-range I was talking about, Bryce, and Peyton Shell has the motor cranking tonight to this WDA showdown.
Kind of that old school, that mid-range game. Once again, it's Shell moving without the basketball, and now a steal for Minot High.
Here's Winchesky against Tamari Carter, waiting for a trailer. It's Schaefer, then Shell. Shell with 13 in the ballgame. Can it be 16? No, back of the rim. Out with it comes Flavin. Caden Flavin brings it up the floor, into the paint. Dropped off, Bachmeyer, make that Blickery rather, no. Comes away now down to the corner. This is Caden Helm for 3. Winchesky away with it. And Eric Winchesky will carry it across the timeline. Frantic pace for this ball game early on. Here's Gunville.
These last couple possessions, though, Minot's really rebounded the basketball well offensively. Now it's been kind of the one and done. See if North can get something on this possession.
You talked about it, Bryce. Run for Minot High in this keys to the game in this matchup here tonight. They've certainly executed that well, haven't they?
Yeah, like I said, it's a matter of 5 to 6 seconds sometimes. That shot's on the rim, something Minot does so well.
32-18, Minot High has the lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
While you take a look, the live auction items happening on the north side of the gym here tonight. All proceeds of this event going to Gary Walhog. And Bryce, I'm telling you, there's some cool stuff over there, partner. Lots of great stuff there. Get your bids placed. You can find that online.
Yeah, a little something for everyone over there, Nick. I saw a little Subway basket I was eyeing. I wanted to bid on between games.
Like a foot-long Subway basket?
Yeah, some gift cards in there and such. It was pretty cool.
Well, Gary Walhog getting 100% of those proceeds. And again, you can find it on the social media platforms for Minot High, Magent, and Magi basketball. Finding those QR codes. Jacquenet went inside. Bachmeyer, nice play there, but it's off the mark. He gets his own rebound, and Bachmeyer puts it through the cup. And Bachmeyer's got 4 field goals here in the contest to 9 points for Minot North.
Great job following your shot.
Fisher Johnson ends up on the hardwood. Comes back away. Sessing, searching from the block, gets it back up to Bachmeyer. Lead back to 12 for Minot High. Big possession here for Minot North with 4:14 ticking down here in the first half.
Ooh.
Little step back jump shot. How do you like that one?
Coach Hishland saying maybe a little N1. Nice offensive first half for Caden Helm.
Drew Hishland, first-year head coach for Minot North. Hishland Grand Forks Central product. There's Eric Wincheski on the jump shot, and Wincheski drops it in for his 8th point to the ballgame.
Drew Hishland, what an athlete he was. In the Hall of Fame there, Nick. Not sure if you knew that.
Yeah, Hishland in his first year as the head man for Minot North. Yeah, Hall of Fame. He was Hall of Fame status as well, or caliber at Minot State in hoops and in track. All-state football, basketball, and track. 2003 graduate of Grand Forks Central. Back in the heyday for the Grand Forks Central Knights in high school hoops.
Yeah, those MSU days were fun as well. Played hoops with a little guy named Jordan Cooper, who people are familiar with around here.
Bachmeyer from downtown. Minot North not going away yet here, Bryce.
He's in the double figures, Nick. He has 12.
Wincheski, look at the second effort from Eric Wincheski. Ends up on the rack. And then the floor. Here's Minot North.
Yes.
Bachmeyer, how you doing tonight? Trayden Bachmeyer leading the charge for the Sentinels, and we've got a ball game.
How about that pass to finish by Bachmeyer? The lead's down to 7.
Worked here by the Magi and Cale Workman. We highlighted him here tonight. That shot off the mark. Grayson Schaefer went up after the rebound, and there's a foul on the play, and that's going to be charged on Braden Blickery.
Blickery's just saying, hey, I'm boxing out. I got to try and get a body on one of the best rebounders in the region. He's going to pick up his first foul of the ball game.
Wincheski to put the ball into play. Shell, corner pocket, side of the hoop, but it's taken away there. Mason Jensen shouting on the spot, puts it in.
His second field goal, he's up to 4 points in the ball game.
Oh, Tamari Carter went down awkwardly. And Tamari tossed the basketball away. Peyton Shell was there to help him back up off the floor.
It's good to see him right back up, though. Kind of an awkward fall, slipped over there. He appears to be just fine.
Yeah, that was an awkward situation. We've seen a few of those this year that haven't come up so politely, if you will. 2:35 to tick down, first half. Join us for the WDA basketball tournament live on PSP Plus. We'll have wall-to-wall coverage. Got a talented group of individuals that will bring you every game of that tournament. Speaking of talented, Wincheski's got 10. He puts it up and in.
He's in the double figures. Everything's been in the lane for Wincheski this game. Not settling.
Once again, tournament time. Here's what it looks like, the full schedule. WDA hockey next on the calendar. Minot High is a buzzsaw in high school hockey, by the way. If you haven't followed the Magi on the year, they won the WDA crown, regular season title that is. They went 20-1 in the regular season. Their only blemish came to Mandan on a night that, no offense to Mandan, or not to be taken the wrong way, Mandan's a 6 seed or 5 seed inside of the WDA, just one of those nights, and it was maybe a wake-up call for the boys hockey team. Minot High has an opportunity this year more than ever to be the top team in the state of North Dakota when it's all said and done.
How about that little handoff, that pass by Wincheski? We talked about him, 85 assists on the season. Add one to that total on that nice pass to Jensen.
Jensen averages 5.9 per night, Bryce. The young man's got 9 already in the ballgame.
Yeah, he's been terrific offensively off the bench for the Magi.
Bachmeyer on a mission tonight, had 2 shots at it. That one falls away, and now we go the other way here for Fisher Johnson. Went off of his knee and out of play. Well, you see the cameraman with the basketball that just tossed it back into play over on the far sideline. That's Mason Kramer from Mason Kramer Photography. We can't thank Mason enough for his support of our mission of promoting local athletes on the PSP network. Find his work at masonkramerphotography.com and on all social media platforms. We've got Tyler Hagen Photography and Mason Kramer Photography that we work with, and I'm telling you, those two are the best in the business, hands down, Bryce.
Looks like a good spot to watch the game from, Nick. Maybe grab a little popcorn, go sit next to Mason Kramer down there.
I would need a backrest, I think. Tamari Carter inside, trying to put it up. He's fouled on the play. Tamari goes to the ServPro free throw line. ServPro 24/7 emergency service. Trained technicians and advanced technology. It's ServPro. Tamari shoots 63% from the free throw line on the season. The lefty gets it to roll in. Tonight's game brought to you by our friends at BSN Sports. BSN Sports for all your team swag and athletic gear. It's BSN Sports. Contact one of their skilled sales professionals in Western North Dakota. The sales pros include our very own Scott Woodmansey and Joe Cattell. Nate Zockman also on the PSP staff. Naomi Erdahl and Greg Foster. It's BSN Sports. They gave us some nice swag this year, didn't they?
Yeah, some really great stuff by them. That was much appreciated.
Ball's handled here by Wincheski. Kicks it around the horn. Deep three. Betcha. Mason Jensen's got another three-pointer.
5 made threes in the first half here.
Log one off the mark at the end of the first half. The lead was cut down to 7 at one point. We end the first half at 45-29. Magic Towing halftime report comes up next here on the PSP Network.
PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number.
Dream big. Ackerman Estvold is here with the latest tools and innovations to design smart. Our team of architects and engineers carefully plan every step of construction, making it possible to build bold. And most importantly, we know how valuable it is to give back, ensuring our communities continue to thrive for generations to come. That's Ackerman Estvold.
Well, the Minot High drum line doing what they do inside of Magic City Campus's gymnasium here tonight. Nick Hulberg, Bryce Gutknecht for our Magic Towing halftime report. Magic Towing, you blow it, we tow it. Put this number in your phone now. You'll be glad you did. 701-509-4011. It's Magic Towing. Mention PSP Network and receive $50 on the tow from Magic Towing. Bryce, your overall thoughts of that first half of basketball? Pretty entertaining stuff here at Magic City Campus's gymnasium.
Yeah, both teams shot the ball very well from beyond the arc. Traden Bachmeyer, really good offensive first half by him. His ability to offensive rebound, getting some putback, stepping outside, making a couple threes. Eric Winchesky on the other side, Peyton Shell, the usual suspects for Minot High. Winchesky not settling, everything in the lane for him in that first half.
The numbers in the first half brought to you by Ryan Family Dealerships. DriveRyan.com. Browse your massive inventory today at DriveRyan.com. Again, browse that massive inventory online. With those first half numbers, here's Mr. Bryce Gutknecht.
I'm going to start on the Sentinels side. They were led in scoring by Traden Bachmeyer. He had 14 big points in the first half. Tamari Carter added 7. Caden Helm with 8. On the Magician side, they were led in scoring by Peyton Shell. He had 13 points in the first half, along with a number of blocks, showing he's got every weapon in his arsenal for Minot High. Mason Jensen, what a first half for him. He added 9. Fisher Johnson with 3. Eric Winchesky with 12. Jalen Gunbell with a 3 ball. He had 3. Landon Bedell with 1 from the Surf Pro free throw line, and Grayson Schaefer added 4 points in the first half.
Here's what the highlights look like. Brought to you by DriveRyan.com as we continue to listen to the Minot High drum line. Was there one aspect to the game for the Magi or Sentinels that really stood off the paper for you in the first half?
Minot High not settling. Like I said, everything in the lane. I mentioned this Tuesday, passing up what would be a good shot for just a better shot. They do that so well. They don't settle. That was on full display here in the first half.
If you're Drew Hischlin right now, what do you think the big message is in the locker room for the Sentinels?
I just continue to compete. They're going to need some other guys to get in the scoring column. They just had 3 in that first half with Carter and Bachmeyer and Helm. Maybe see if you can get Jacques Gwinnett going offensively. Maybe Sessing. Going to need to have a little more balanced attack here in the second half.
Well, you see how big of a lead Minot High hopped out to. They were off and cruising in that first half of basketball. They had a 15-point lead out of the gate as Shell and company came out raging. Look at the numbers brought to you by Ryan Family Dealerships, and this is what they look like on paper. 10 3 balls in this contest. 1 attempted slam dunk that didn't go down for Landon Bedell. What's the over-under that we see a slam-a-jamma here tonight?
I like our odds, Nick. It seems like every time we're in their gymnasium, we're treated to some highlight reel plays.
Ryan Family Dealerships. Browse their massive inventory online. DriveRyan.com. Standings inside of the WDA. We talked about the importance of this ball game here tonight, Bryce. For Minot High, there's still a shot to catch Century. However, the Magi are going to really have to work and do some hard work, because what's left, you've got Mandan, Century, and Legacy left. You're also going to need some help here from the oppositions of the Century Patriots. Minot High would have to win out. They would have to see Century have a few blemishes on their mark as well. Every coach will tell you inside the WDA that it really doesn't matter what seed you are, just as long as you get to that WDA tournament. Do you believe in that?
Yeah, I think there's definitely some truth to that. Just getting to the event center, being a part of the big tournament, and there's so much talent in the West there, and we talked about 1 through 6 especially. They got to believe that any one of those teams can be crowned champ down there at the West Region Tournament.
Congratulations to our PSP Plus Player Performance of the Week nominees from last week. There's a handful of these young athletes with some dominating performances. It's fun to promote these kids, isn't it? A lot of big-time performances as well. Here's what next week looks like on the PSP Network. Scheduling note, Monday, there is a game on Monday. It's WDA hockey, and it's the boys WDA hockey tournament play-in. Dickinson will play Bismarck High at 1:15 in the afternoon. That game was scheduled for 7 o'clock that night. It got moved to 1:15 due to impending weather. Dickinson, Bismarck High on Tuesday. That could be a real war in the boys matchup. Minot High's at Mandan on Tuesday. On Thursday, West Hope and Garrison, Kenmare and Surrey. And then on Friday, Minot High at Century, Ned Rose at South Prairie Max. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the WDA hockey tournament is off and rolling from the Pepsi rink at Mesa Arena, and we will have wall-to-wall coverage for you on PSP Plus. Telling you, if you haven't already gotten that Premier Pass, probably the greatest deal that has ever been as far as sports are concerned. I don't know, that might be a stretch. It's pretty solid. However, if you bought every one of those tournaments, Bryce, it's $30 per tournament. We knock it down to $55 for you. We want the kids to be seen. The only reason you're being charged is because it comes down the ladder. We're being charged to be there with our contract with the High School Activities Association. Get those PSP Plus passes now. We are at the end of halftime. We'll come back with the inbound play to start our second half. Minot High up 45-29. I'm Minot North. Well, Grayson Schaefer to inbound the basketball here for Minot High School. Nick Holberg, Bryce Gutnick on the call. Live from Magic City Campus Gymnasium. You just say it's supposed to be the coldest day of the year on Monday?
That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a high, Nick. This is the high now. 15 below.
Come on.
That's the high.
You're supposed to be...
I'm not going to tell you what the low is going to be. Not even going to tell you.
Look, I'm not telling you how to do your job here tonight, but we want good news, Bryce, not that. The high of 15 below.
Let's keep that in mind. That's without the wind as well. So, bundle up. Stay safe, everyone.
Yeah, be smart. Minot High trying to be smart in the second half. So is Minot North. North hanging in a bit. They cut that lead down to 7 at one point. But Minot High built it right back up at the end of our first half. Here's Bachmeyer. He had a big first half for the Sentinels. 14. He's the point leader for Minot North. Runs into Winchesky right in front of Jason West. Then Winchesky went up, blocked the shot. They're playing prison rules down there a little bit. Gotta like to see Jason West letting him play a bit tonight.
Yeah, Winchesky getting a piece of that. They're going to add a second to the shot clock, so North's got 1 second to get this on the rim here.
They need to fire. They will for 3. That one off the mark. Shot clock is the violation. Minot High will get the basketball back.
Really good defensive possession to open up the second half there for Minot High.
Eric Winchesky with the basketball. Back over to Peyton Shell. Now Landon Bedell with it. Inside to Schaefer. He can really razzle-dazzle in here, but he was guarded heavily by Tamari Carter.
Yeah, good contest there by Tamari Carter, getting the Sentinels out in transition here.
If you had to put money on it right now, who's going to win the WDA boys basketball tournaments? Is it fair to say that there's, don't discredit anybody, but legitimately 6 strong competitors there that would be horses in that race? There's going to be 8 teams at the tournament, so there's really 8. But 6, I think, maybe outweigh a couple of the others possibly. Is that a fair statement in your mind?
Absolutely. I don't want to look ahead, but some of those qualifying games are going to be real good down there in Bismarck. Like you said, a number of talented teams on the west side of the state.
Yeah, I was going through it the other day and talking about my picks. Here's a little jump shot. Hello, dropped in. Caden Helm looking good. Helm's got 2 more.
Yeah, Helm into double figures now. He's got 10 in the ball game.
Ball goes out of play here on the near sideline. Last touch by Tamari Carter. My pick early on of the year was Bismarck High School to win the whole thing, by the way.
Correct, yes.
And Minot High being right there with them. Now, I really like Dickinson. I think they've got a lot of big pieces. Yeah. I really like Mandan. They got a lot of really big pieces. I haven't named Century or Legacy in the conversation. And by the way, they've got a lot of really big pieces.
I really feel like, I talked with Owen Patterson about this. A number 1 team like Century doesn't seem like they, not a lot of people are talking about them. They've had such a great season. Make a team even more dangerous, Nick.
Down to the corner, Schaefer for 3, rattles in. Grayson Schaefer, you betcha.
That's his second made 3 of the game. 6 made 3 of the ball game for Minot High.
You don't have the Demons going all the way?
Yeah, they're going to be in Bismarck. Going to have a lot of fans there. It's tough to pick against the Demons come tournament time, but like I said, Patriots playing about as well. I mean, they're playing better than anyone in the state right now. That's been on full display. Really like Century's chances down there at the event center, Nick.
Well, here's how the media finds them. Jerome's Collision Center bringing you a look. Big thanks to Jerome Collision Center, proud supporter of the PSP Network. Blickery onto the score sheet for the first time in the ball game, and that was for 3.
And the 4th scorer of the ball game for Minot North.
Fisher Johnson, other side, had the shot off the mark. 2 shots coming here, Bryce.
Like you see Peyton Shell elevating for that rebound. What a block by Carter. But on the second attempt, Shell's going to draw the foul. Going to go to the Serve Pro free throw line for a couple attempts.
Not the guy you want at the stripe if you're a Sentinel fan. Shoots 81% from the Serve Pro stripe. Shooter's touch and the roll drops in. That one right in your living room from Peyton Shell, the senior. He's been fun to watch, hasn't he? I know that we're broken record with that, Bryce, but seriously, this young man has been worth the price of admission.
Yes, he has. It's been all season. Like I said, it's his defensive, his ability on the defensive end to just discipline, stay with some of the quicker guys in the state, elevate, block shots. Nice finish by Blickery.
Braden Blickery, the junior, goes up and scores.
I said, we talked about it. Minot North got to find some other guys to score in this ball game. Blickery off to a good start in the second half.
Here's Bedell off the reverse from Shell, up and in. Nice play there. As another one for Landon. Bedell drops in. Another look at it on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. DriveRyan.com. Browse your massive inventory online at DriveRyan.com. It's up big.
I can't believe I wrecked my car. There are some things in life we can't control. But what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
Jersey Mike slices your sub right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah.
Order for Danny?
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Well, there you see Drew Hinchlett and Pat Gerding, coaches for Minot North. They trail Minot High 54-39 here with 13:48 left in the ball game tonight in the second ever matchup between these two programs. Minot's got a chance to almost put a nail in the coffin here, don't they?
Yeah, great anticipation by Shell, but then the anticipation by Helm with a steal.
Long three there for Blickery. Jack Gannett pulled it down. He's been quiet tonight. We haven't hardly said Jack Gannett's name in this contest. One of those guys, it's a key player for Minot North, averaging 8.1 points per game. He's got 17 threes on the season as well.
Also a really good defender for this Minot North team.
Ball goes out of play after it's tossed out off of Peyton Shell. Big thanks again to Logan Dean and Trevor Haas running the cameras here tonight. It's Nick Holberg, Bryce Gutnick on the call from a packed house at Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Even bigger thank you to Tony and Allie Mueller for being the babysitting crew tonight for my little guy. I'm sure they're watching at home. Ike and Owen and Miles. Probably eating Planet Pizza, I'd have to assume.
Yeah, probably having a little pepperoni, maybe a little cheese. Gotta believe.
Planet Pizza, proudly serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Try their lunch buffet Monday through Friday from 11 to 2. Jack Gannett got his own rebound. Then Sessing had it up top, off to Blickery. Guarded heavily by Winchesky. Blickery, step back jump shot. He got it to fall in. Blickery with quite a play there, but Blickery ends up on the ground.
I don't know how he got that up on the rim, let alone to go in. Looked like some contact, highly contested there by Winchesky, but Blickery 7 points, all in the second half of this one.
Well, Blickery's going to take a rest on the bench. He saw Fred Spalding from Trinity Sports Medicine. Fred really deserves a lot of credit. He treats those athletes. When Fred Spalding's in the venue from Trinity Sports Medicine, you know the athletes are in good hands, Bryce. And I'm not just saying that to be nice to Fred. That's a true statement. Being around sports for so long, that athletic training position, and the right people in those places could make or break not only seasons but careers. Fisher Johnson knows all too well about that as Fisher goes up for his first points of tonight's ballgame.
Yeah, now we got a travel on Carter. It's going to give it right back to Minot High, looking to extend this 15-point cushion.
Well, the frustration coming on a bit here for Minot North with 12-14 ticking down in the ballgame. Here's Eric Winchesky. Back up to Landon Bedell. Now Winchesky on the drive, lays it off the glass and in.
How about the speed of Winchesky? The blow-by getting to the rim.
We'll watch that one back on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay as the First International Bank and Trust timeout happens on the floor. Look at the takeoff speed for Winchesky. By the way, this is in slow-mo.
I can't believe I wrecked my car.
There are some things in life we can't control, but what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
Tonight's game on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Minot State University. Be seen, be heard, be you. More than 96% of recent college grads are either employed or continuing their education at Minot State. Look who's in the house tonight.
Good find. Mr. Conklin in the house, taking in the 16th Street rivalry.
I went to NDSU versus UND, watching Double D take on Trace and Eaglestaff a few weeks back at the Shack in Fargo. We had to park about 4 blocks away because it was packed. There's a gentleman walking down the street that happened to be Logan Conklin. I honked at him, waved. That shot's going to drop in. Counted for Caden Helm. I'm sorry, that was actually Camden Opforth, rather.
Opforth, correct. Yep.
I honked and waved. He looked over. And he waited. We walked the whole 4 blocks all the way into the ball game. Sounds like things are going well. Here's Tamari Carter. Oh, Wincheski came back after him, and Eric Wincheski had quite an effort on the defensive hustle along with Shell to take that ball away. North will get the ball back.
How about North? 3 made threes in the second half. They're up to 8 in the ball game. The lead's down to 14.
Bachmeyer bullies his way up into the lane and puts it off the glass and in. 18 for Bachmeyer.
Nice little run here by Minot North, chipping away as it's down to 12 as we hit the 11-minute mark.
Not over yet. By the way, we're talking about Logan Conklin. If you're curious, he's a Minot High basketball standout. Even more of a standout on the gridiron for Minot High. He plays football now at NDSU.
I still think about that state title game, Nick. His performance, especially in the second half, really special.
What an animal. Oh, Wincheski went up after the basketball. He went hard to the floor, and Eric Wincheski goes down.
Looks like he might have hit his head, Nick. He's going to come out of the ball game here.
The X factor to all of this tournament conversation. How healthy are you going into these tournaments, Bryce? How dinged up are you? Plays such a factor as we come down the stretch. Here's Fisher Johnson. The tank to the rack. Fisher's going to be fouled on the play. Danielle had the call as Danielle brings the call in. Talk about freak athletes. He played for Berthold back in the day, and he was a monster, wasn't he?
He was a prolific scorer. Huge talent out there for the Bombers.
Serpro free throw line. Fisher Johnson shoots at 79%. Perfect in this ball game on both. Didn't even hit the rim on either.
It seems like Fisher Johnson getting more healthy each game. Really showing off the speed tonight, the ability to blow by the defender.
Nice to see Fisher Johnson back. Number 4 for Minot High. He missed 5 games in this campaign after he was injured. Where's number 4 for Minot High, rather? Missed 5 games after being injured at Minot North. You see that knee brace on the left knee.
Ooh, look at the crossover.
Razzle dazzle, Fisher Johnson right on cue. Looks pretty healthy to me.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's been each game, Nick. He's looked more and more comfortable for Minot High.
Peyton Shell. Oh, Tamari Carter came from behind and said, not tonight. Work back out. Sessing, 3 lands, swoosh! Sorry, Caden Helm, I do apologize once again. Uh-oh, Bachmeyer limping off. That's bad news here for Minot North.
Yeah, looks like he landed awkward on one of his ankles there. So Spalding's been awfully busy here these last few minutes. Let's hope he's okay and is able to come back in his ball game. He's been terrific all night for the Sentinels.
Under 10 to play in the ball game. Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial brings you our post-game wrap-up tonight. Magic City Home Leisure has your move of the game. And Sport Clips has the MVP of tonight's matchup. Landon Bedell off the window.
He's got 6 in the second half. Nice finish with the left hand from Bedell.
North with possession, off fourth, little jumper, rolled in, then out. Foul on the play. GUTKNECHT comes back in. Tonight's game also brought to you by the UPS store located on South Broadway in the Magic City. It's the UPS store for all your packing and shipping needs. Ball goes off of Winchesky. Flickery back with it. Quarterback on the football field for Minot North. How about the run for them in the football campaign?
Yeah, it was so fun. I mean, just the buzz in town as both teams reaching those semifinals, Nick. Coming up short, but there's a real buzz around the Magic City.
Here's Eric Winchesky with the basketball. Worked it back over to the far side to Cale Workman. Up top, Fisher Johnson. Now Schaefer off the glass and in.
You see that, the suffocating defense. Everyone kind of going down on Schaefer there. His strength on full display on that play.
Off fourth, off the front of the toe. Grayson Schaefer is one of those guys for Minot High on the campaign. I'm telling you, he is, I call him an unsung hero. I think it's a fair term for him, sometimes shadowed by some of the other point production, but that's one of my favorite players for the Magi, without a question of a doubt in his time for Minot High School, just on work ethic and big-time points and big-time. He's a highlight reel kind of guy, really.
We had a great interview with him the other night. The first thing out of his mouth, he says, this team don't care who scores. They could be a different guy every night. They want to win, Nick. Their eyes are set on getting to that state tournament and being successful.
First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. First International Bank and Trust, full-service, family-owned, independent community bank built on the bond between our employees and customers. Founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across Arizona, Minnesota, North Dakota, and South Dakota. Find them online, FIBT.com. Minot's up big, 66-49. Under 8.5 to play here in the ball game. We're going to keep it right here again. Getting geared up for our PSP Plus tournament run. WDA hockey starting this week. Then WDA basketball. It's really not in order. WDA hockey, then girls A Region 3, then district tournaments. WDA basketball, boys regionals. It's going to be quite a run, Bryce. Nothing better than tournament time in the state of North Dakota, is there?
That girls District 6 has been really competitive. Another great day there. So hopefully you're watching that, Nick, if you're not watching us tonight here at Magic City Gymnasium.
Berthold and TGU in that girls District 6 championship game. 36-25, Berthold's got the lead in that ball game. Owen Patterson, Jonas Nelson on the call. GUTKNECHT's going to be charged with the foul. Tonight's game on the PSP Network brought to you by our friends at Northern Plains Heating and Air. No other choice to seal your heating and air game. The Northern Plains Heating and Air. Call Dylan today, 222-2155. Make sure your furnace is performing at the top of its game. 2 for 2 for Peyton Shell from the stripe.
And Minot High is 6 of 6 from the Serve Pro free throw line here in the second half.
Well, the gym is not as quite electrified as it was earlier in the ball game here tonight. Minot High really taking some of that air out of it on their home floor here with a chance to put it away now with under 8 to play and a 68-49 lead.
Good pass.
Schaefer, slam time.
Great find, the bounce pass from Bedell. Drawing that defender, finding a wide open Schaefer for the dunk.
See what I'm talking about the living highlight reel?
I said we would get one, Nick. I said at the half. Helm again.
Caden Helm, bang, bang from downtown. That's his fourth made 3 in the ball game.
And the 10th of the game for Minot North.
70-52. Minot's got the lead. Gutville. You betcha.
His second made three of the game. He's got 7 made threes on the Minot High side tonight.
Gunville's got 22 of those here in this sophomore campaign. Jacquenet on the drive, kicks it over far side. Corner pocket off the mark for Sessing. Rebound, work back up top. Now it's Caden Helm for three. Bedell after the rebound. Jacquenet comes away with it. Now it's going to be handled up top here by Sessing. Back over to Blickery. Inside. Yes, it was. Camden Opforth.
All set up by that little head fake by Blickery. Opforth moving without the hoop. Without the basketball, excuse me.
Landon Bedell. I would like to say I could have made that one. However, he had pressure on him, and the big man for Minot High, who only had 1 point in the first half, has 9 now in the ballgame. I know I couldn't have made that one for sure because Blickery had coverage right in the face, and he hits from downtown.
Yeah, highly contested. Blickery says, I don't care, goes up with that one. Nice second half from him. 10 points all in the second half.
Schaefer, deep three, no. Jacquenet rebound. Pulled out of there, and Minot North will carry it across the timeline. Opforth delivers off. Here's Sessing with the basketball. Sessing down to the baseline. Back to Camden Opforth on courts from downtown. Landon Bedell had the rebound, and Bedell got it off to Winchesky. Eric Winchesky, dazzle, right to the cup, but he couldn't finish on it. Now Blickery pulls up, three land, yes, Blickery. Heating up a bit, Bryce.
Every time it seems like Minot gets that comfortable separation, Minot North has answered with a run.
Eric Winchesky off the square, down to the floor. Oh, Winchesky's in some pain. Still on the floor is Eric Winchesky at the other end of the floor. Now the whistle will blow. Dean Winchesky not very happy about the no call there.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, Nick. I didn't see it. I saw it go through. I didn't see the aftermath of it, but having a conversation about it over there, Dean Winchesky and the official.
Basketball handled here by the Magi. Peyton Shell. Gunville. Johnson finds Shell.
Ooh.
Sends it back up top. Johnson for three. Oh, he missed it. That was on its way to being a pretty play, and Fisher Johnson shakes his head and says, I'd like to have that one back.
Fisher, he's had a nice night tonight. He has 6 points in the second half. Just short on that one.
Leads at 17 for Minot High School. The Magi looking to improve to 15-3 on the season with 12-3 in the conference. Deep three, no. Schaefer, another rebound. Shell will carry it off ahead. Shell with the basketball. Spin move in the paint. Look at the ball movement here from Minot High. Oh, Gunville run into there by Blickery. Blickery goes up, plays, and off the window and in.
What a finish by Blickery. All his points, Nick. In the second half, he's made 3 threes. He's up to 15. What a performance by him.
Gunville off the mark. Rebound pulled down Flavin. Can't wait to watch that one back on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. He was guarded heavily all the way down the floor.
He was kind of floating in the air.
Better buckle up tight. Here come the Sentinels. Tamari Carter puts it up and in.
His first bucket of the second half. He has 9 in the ball game.
Fisher Johnson with possession. Comes away down to Gunville. Now to Shell. Waits, stops, pops, and scores.
How about the strength of Shell to get that up with his left hand and the contact. an N1 opportunity for Peyton Shell.
I have that as his first field goal in the second half. Is that right, Bryce?
That is correct. He's made, he's 4 for 4 from the charity stripe, and that is his first field goal of the second half, that is.
Still a 19-point performance, make it 20 for Peyton Shell.
Yeah, just kind of quietly going about his business, and you blink and he's sitting there at 20 points.
Three's off the mark from the corner from Flavin. Now Winchesky with it. 2:40 to play in regulation. Shell on the drive. Banged into. Shell's going to have 2 shots coming here. Ball's on number 14. 13, Tamari Carter. Bachmeyer is back in the ballgame, however.
Yeah, great news for Minot North. Like I said, he's had a great night for them.
Second miss of the ballgame on the 7th attempt. The Serve Pro stripe here for Peyton Shell. As expected, he makes up for it on the next. Minot High is a team that averages 83 points per game compared to the 58 they give up. They're on pace to get that here tonight at 81-64 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Big time 3. Caden Helm.
How about this, Nick? 8 made threes in the second half for Minot North in this one.
Shell thinks about it. Now he drives in. Puts up the shot, gets his own rebound. Oh, look at that little pump fake there, and Peyton Shell puts it up and in. 83-67, First International Bank and Trust timeout on the court.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Tonight's game on the PSP Network and all matchups between Minot High and Minot North this year are brought to you by Minot State University. Be seen, be heard, be you. More than 96% of recent college grads are either employed or continuing their education. MSU grads get jobs, period. Ball comes away, Fisher Johnson off the glass and in.
Nice second half by him. He's into double figures now. 11 for Fisher Johnson.
Timeout called here by Coach Hitchland for Minot North. We'll break aside as well. 85-67 with 91 seconds left in the ballgame.
Magic City Home Leisure is excited to introduce the fabulous edition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
Braden Blickery having himself a ball game here tonight, but his Sentinels trail 85-67. Lead count, Fisher Johnson. Oh, the brain got in front of the body on that one, I'm afraid.
Peyton Shell just said, man, made a great pass there. Fisher Johnson unable to control it though, but Great find there by Shell.
Sentinels with possession. Underneath, Bachmeier. Yep.
What a night by Bachmeier. He's up to 21 points in the ball game. Good to see him healthy. Looked like he might have rolled his ankle, but he's battling through it here tonight.
Grayson Schaefer. Back up to Winchesky. Eric Winchesky. Fisher Johnson, 7 on the shot clock. Sent it to Bedell. Who did it touch last? They're going to say it went off of Landon Bedell. MVP of the game brought to you by Sport Clips, home to the MVP haircut experience. Minot and Bismarck is where you could find Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair. Grayson Schaefer touched it last. It went out of play. Next up for Minot North on their schedule, they're at Jamestown, then Bismarck, then Williston. They go on the road to end the year. For the Magi, what they have coming up, we've talked about them here a bit tonight with Mandan, Century, and Legacy, and the only one at home is Legacy. Peyton Shell, buckle up tight, slam time from Peyton Shell. Oh, that was a slamma-jamma, my friend.
Once again, Minot in transition. Fisher Johnson giving it up for the slam to Shell.
Listen to the student section come alive for that. They like that one. 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Minot's just going to let the air out of the basketball as the Magi will take the first two in the all-time series against Minot North. Tonight the final score is 87-69 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Join us for our planning team financial Shots Crossroads postgame show. Comes up next here on the PSP Network.
The PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair. Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all.
7, pressure, points, yeah! It takes expertise to be a Sport Clip stylist.
Here? That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of Finrun Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Magic City Home Leisure is excited to introduce the fabulous edition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
The exit is occupied as the full gym makes their way out into the cold here tonight after Minot High takes down Minot North 87-69. Welcome in to our Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads postgame show. Planning Team Financial, whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, they can help you every step of the way. PlanningTeam.com. At Shots Crossroads, home of the famous number 99, where team buses are always welcome. You can't beat Shots Crossroads. I'm telling you, try that banana cream pie. You won't be disappointed. It's Nick HULBERG and Bryce GUTKNECHT on the call here tonight. The Magi are good. The Sentinels had some fight in the dog when it was all said and done. They didn't lay down and die by any means. Minot High just outmuscled them just a bit at the end. It seemed like that Minot High maybe just has a little more oomph in the tank, if you will.
Yeah, they do such a good job on the offensive glass. You've seen that with Schaefer, Bedell tonight. But how about the Sentinels? 13 made threes on the evening. Game of runs. They wouldn't go away. They kept pestering the Magicians tonight in this rivalry. A lot to be proud of if you're Coach Drew Hishland tonight.
Taking a look at some of the highlights of this ball game, brought to you by Ryan Family Dealerships. Browse their massive inventory online. DriveRyan.com. Bryce, do you have the individual final game numbers of the ball game tonight?
I sure do, bud. I'm going to start on the Sentinel side. Led in scoring by Traden Bachmeyer. He had 21 points. Braden Blickery with 15. Tamari Carter with 9. Camden Opworth with 5. Caden Helm with 19. Like I said, 13 made threes on the Sentinels side. Minot High led in scoring by Peyton Shell. He had 25 tonight in the ball game. Mason Jensen added 9. Fisher Johnson with 11. Eric Winchesky with 16. Jalen Gunville with 6. Landon Bedell with 9. Grayson Schaefer with 11. It was the balanced attack. 4 guys in double figures for the Magicians. Big win tonight here in region play for Minot High.
Certainly was. The rivalry that is Minot North versus Minot High dominated tonight by the Magi. We've got our MVP of the game. Brought to you by Sport Clips. Sport Clips, home of the MVP haircut experience. In Minot and Bismarck at Sport Clips, the pros of men's hair. Our MVP tonight, Fisher Johnson from Minot High School. First things first. So great to see you back in the lineup for Minot High.
Thank you.
What's going through your mind when your knee does what it does at Minot North in that rivalry game earlier on this year?
I mean, it was just kind of unfortunate. I mean, like, I did not think it was going to happen. It was kind of scary just laying there, but I had my teammates and coaches, and they supported me through it in 3 weeks, and all was good.
Yeah, it feels good to be back and be in the lineup and doing what you're doing. How much of a process really was it to get it back to where it is now?
I did a lot of training with, like, the trainer downstairs. We did lifting, mobility, and stuff. And I'm still lifting, so, I mean, I'm still building it. And
I made the call tonight that it looks like you're back to 100%. Is that a fair statement?
I would say so, yeah. I'm close.
Yeah, nice.
Yep, I feel like it, so.
Well, they need you, obviously, on the run to another WDA championship, potentially, another state championship, potentially.
So. Yep.
This matchup with Minot North is an intriguing one. What's it like playing against these buddies that you grew up playing ball with and that I'm guessing are probably some pretty good friends still?
Yeah, but it's a good time. I mean, like, we're super chill with them, so, I mean, but we all love competing, so it's not just no one's going to back down, and, yeah.
What's it like playing in this gym when it's packed like it was tonight?
It's good. Atmosphere is good. I love when the band comes.
Yeah,
they keep playing the warm-ups. That's awesome.
Yeah, you missed the drum line at halftime. They were on fire tonight. Yeah.
Oh, dang. Might have to go watch it back.
Yeah, you're going to have to watch it back. They did a nice job here tonight. Touch on this matchup just a little bit more. And guys like Peyton Shell, what he does for the ball team. Wincheski, Jensen had a big night here tonight.
Yep.
Schaefer had some big plays. I mean, this whole lineup for you guys just seems so stacked, and it's anybody's ball at any time. And you guys seem so unselfish with the basketball.
Anyone can go get a bucket at any time. And we just have to keep playing unselfishly, and we'll be good.
I asked Kinley Barch the same question. A to F rating right now for Minot High boys basketball. Where do you think you're at with
A to F?
A to F with just a few games left in the season.
I think we're playing good right now. We just got to clean a few things up, I think, on the defensive side. I don't know, just basically all that. And
yeah,
like a B plus, I don't know, A minus. We got things to improve for sure still. So.
Yeah, that's where she was at. She said B plus for the girls as well. Yeah. Next up, big test at Mandan, at Century next week, at home against Legacy. You get lion's share of the heavy competition at the end of the year. What does it take next week in the gauntlet that is Mandan and Century and being on the road there?
Oh, yeah, we'll be good. We just got to stay composed and go into their gym. And it's going to be a good atmosphere at Mandan. I know that gym is pretty cool now, and they got a lot of people. Century's also going to be tough, but we just got to play.
Wishing you the best of luck down the road.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Nice job tonight. That's our MVP of the game here tonight, Fisher Johnson. Great to see him back in the lineup for Minot High School. And great to have that conversation with him. Good to hear that he is actually at around 100% on getting back to full health.
Yeah, you saw it tonight, Nick. You see that second gear, the explosion, the ability to get to the rim. He's getting there. Like he said, he's feeling 100%, and he's a big piece to what Minot High is going to be doing here the rest of the season.
MVP brought to you by our friends at Sport Clips. Sport Clips, home to the MVP haircut experience. Find them in the Magic City or in Bismarck. MVP brought to you by the pros of men's hair, Sport Clips. Our move of the game tonight brought to you by Magic City Home Leisure. Over 200 5 out of 5 star ratings on Google for Magic City Home Leisure. If you're on the fence about a hot tub, a sauna, pool table, swing in there. I'm telling you, they do a fantastic job. Customer service is second to none. Hot tub in the backyard's getting a lot of use, Bryce. It's good stuff. I don't know how you pick one move of the game here tonight. To me, there really wasn't anything that really stood off the paper in the highlight package tonight, but the one that we picked, Fisher Johnson up top, little dribble drive move, over to the left side, explodes, lays it off the glass and in. There's my pick for the move of the game here tonight. And maybe more than anything, it's the fact that Fisher Johnson is back able to make plays like that for Minot High. He's a key piece in the Magi success in the future in the next few weeks for Minot High School at tournament time.
Absolutely. Like I said, you see the explosion on that play, the nice crossover, the finish with the offhand. Big night by Fisher Johnson, and like I said, it was a total team effort, well distributed tonight in this one for Minot High.
Move of the game brought to you by Magic City Home Leisure. Look at the standings, Bryce. Minot High improves to 12-3 in the conference, 15-3 overall. Minot North drops to 4-11, 7-11 overall on the year. And again, schedule does not get any easier for Minot High School down the stretch here. B plus is where Fisher Johnson has them. Gotta like that mentality that there's plenty to work on. What's your overall rating for them right now compared to the other teams inside the WD?
They're right there. When we're asking for those ratings, these teams have one thing in mind: it's to continue to get better throughout the season. Minot High getting healthy, with Fisher Johnson getting healthy. You see the whole arsenal, what Bedell and Schaefer can do inside. How about Eric Winchesky tonight? He didn't settle. He was in the lane, finishing, playing hard. I don't know if there's a kid that plays that hard in the state, just gritty, loves to defend. You see him finishing at the rim. He was terrific. Like I said, that balanced attack by Minot High, super impressive tonight here.
Certainly is. Final thing, schedule for next week. There is a hockey game on Monday, part of the WDA hockey tournament. 1:15 in the afternoon from the VFW Sports Center in Bismarck. It's Dickinson against Bismarck High. Tuesday, it should actually be Minot High at Mandan. That's a typo on your screen. It's the Magi at Mandan that we have for you. And Dickinson hosting Bismarck. Thursday, Class B basketball. Friday, Class A and AA basketball as Minot High travels to Century. And oh, by the way, the WDA hockey tournament is in full swing starting Thursday on PSP+. Bryce, your closing thoughts of this showdown tonight here at Magic City Campus Gymnasium.
Just the atmosphere and the pink night, and just all for a great cause. We had the silent auction going on. We had the drum line. We had the band. The atmosphere for this rivalry was top notch. I really like a lot of the things Minot North did. They competed. They could have, they didn't go away. They were super competitive throughout the game, would go on these runs, just kind of pestering Minot High at times, and then Minot High would go on their run and kind of push the gas pedal some and extend that lead. But like I said, Minot North shot the basketball well. Really, it's just very difficult, Nick, to win a track meet with Minot High. When you're getting into the 70s and 80s, it's very difficult to beat a team like this.
Yeah, run was the game plan for you for the Magi tonight. They did just that, and they ran out of here with an 87-69 win in conference play. Job well done tonight, partner. Always love being back with you on the air. This might be it for me for high school basketball this year on the call after the WDA hockey and state hockey tournaments. I'm going to be just on the back end, making sure everybody's supported the way they need to be. Sure, had a great time calling these games with you. And you're going to continue to do a good job with the rest of the staff. The WDA tournament, the game's coming up on the PSP Network. If you haven't already done so, make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. You'd be amazed at how far it goes in our mission of promoting local athletes to just hit subscribe on YouTube and like and follow on the socials. Big thanks to all those sponsors. Frankly, without them, we just wouldn't be here. And an even bigger thank you to our military men and women, all the veterans and active service men and women that are out there serving our great country. God bless you all. For my broadcast partner, Mr. Bryce GUTKNECHT, I'm Nick Hulberg signing off from here at Magic City Campus Gymnasium. Clean sweep for the Magi and the Magents tonight, taking down Minot North. Till next time, hope you have a great weekend. Whatever you do, have a good night, and God bless.